Boys and girls, ladies and gents, welcome to another episode of Clutch Conversations. It's your boy Mike, back at you one more again, live on a Thursday night in the place to be. And I got the homie Brian from Heathen Hatchery in the building. What's good, Ball Ross in the building? What's good, brother?
Feeling good, man. I'm happy to be here, man. I just want to say thank you for this opportunity to do this with you.
Yes, sir, man. I'm happy to have you, man. And I've been looking forward to this. I know when we linked up in Daytona, we chatted about it a little bit, so I've been looking forward to it ever since.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This panel's stacked, bro. Stacked.
Oh yeah, man. This is a nuts panel, man. We're definitely gonna get to the show here in a few minutes, man. But before we get too far, man, let's take care of a few things. First and foremost, make sure y'all show some love to my lovely wife, Takara. Make sure y'all show some love in the chat. She always holding this down, man. I'm telling you, she's the backbone of this operation, man. So y'all make sure y'all show her some love in the comments. And don't stop there. Be sure to show the channel some love. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and smash that notification bell so you can get notifications each and every time we drop a video here on the channel, man. I appreciate y'all coming out tonight, showing love and support, man. Really appreciate it. We're gonna take care of a few more housekeeping things, and then we're gonna get to the show, man. Make sure you following us everywhere you can find us, man. Check us out on Morph Market. Check us out on IG, 2 pages, Herp Collectors Network. Check us out on Facebook, Herp Collectors page on Facebook. Oh, real quick announcement, man. If you're not following Cigar City Exotics on Facebook, make sure you follow the homie Jen on Facebook at Cigar City Exotics. She just got her business page started on there, so definitely show us some love and give her a follow there. And also, man, make sure you check out Clutch Conversations as well as all the other shows on Herp Collectors Network on major podcasting platforms. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Speaking of support, make sure you support both USARK and USARK Florida. The link for both organizations is in the description of the video, man. So definitely make sure you check out both those organizations. It's helping protect our rights as reptile keepers. And it takes a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money to do all the things that USARK is doing on our behalf, really kind of streamlining us protecting our rights to keep these animals, man. So definitely make sure you support them in any way that you can, man. Get a donation, drop a donation, get a membership, and make sure you let everybody know about these organizations that's helping us protect our rights as reptile keepers. And definitely, man, check out the Double Clutch Patreon. Me and the homie Matt from Ebony and Ivory Reptiles, we got a Patreon organized around the podcast Double Clutch, and man, it's a family affair. Love it, man. We just had a Zoom call the other night. I think we went like twice as long as the time we had allocated for the Zoom call because it was all love, all fun. So definitely, man, check us out, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. We got a lot of people in here tonight, man. We're gonna say what's up to some folks real quick. After these sponsor videos, we'll get right to it. Join Canova's Patreon today and get access to hundreds of hours of exclusive educational content designed to help you run a successful BallPython business. Get insider information on the latest genetics, hot new combos, and market trends, learning directly from the world's leading BallPython designer. With 5 benefits packed tiers, you may be asking yourself, which tier do I join, Bit Mike? Well, if you're on the fence, I'd recommend the student tier. When I first joined the Patreon almost 4 years ago, this is the tier that I started on, and it's only gotten better since. So don't delay. Join the Canova Patreon today.
Art comes in many forms, and on Miss Angels, it comes to life.
In life,
Success doesn't come to you. You go to it. In this game, forward thinking is the key to innovation and staying relevant. Plan your work and work your plan. Lose yourself in the art. Lose yourself with wetter morphs.
Big shout out to the sponsors, man. Appreciate y'all. Also, man, there's some spots open on the VIP tier, Canova, man. Go on and get in, man, so you can hop on to the facility tour, which is coming up like the first or second weekend in November. I can't remember if it's the first weekend or second weekend in November. But definitely check into that, man, so you can get locked in for that trip. Let's see who we got in the building, man. We got the homie Brandon. What's good? Peace and Pets in the building. Appreciate you coming out. Herp, what's good, man? Appreciate you coming out. HB Reptiles. Matt, what's good? Appreciate you coming out. We got Eric, what's good? Appreciate you coming out. Third Coast, what's good? What's good? We got the homie Randy. What's up, brother? Hadn't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming out. John, what's good? Lucky's Pythons in the building. We got the homie Vinny in the building. Double Clutch Patreon member. Appreciate you coming out. Mercury Exotics in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? Vision Quest. What's good? Appreciate you coming out, Dan. Some Bob's Balls guy. Like, anybody know this guy? You know this guy? Might have heard of him before. What's good? Appreciate you coming out. And we got the homie Matt KMB Reptiles in the building. Another Double Clutch Patreon representative. Appreciate you coming out. And of course, we got the homie Jeff from Ballhead Balls in the building. Herp Collectors Network representative, Double Clutch Patreon representative, man. Appreciate the support. And we're gonna stop it right there. We're gonna kick the video, man. We bring everybody out.
Baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. Ooh, you bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll add the fuel. Follow my lady, just watch your shoes. Gotta turn the heat up to get this cool. Who you know who looking like this for real? Who you know who looking like this? Who you know who looking like this for real? Who you know who looking like this? Who you know who looking like this for real? Who you know who looking like this? Who you know who looking like this for real? Who you know who looking like this?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, fellas? Welcome to the show, man. Appreciate y'all coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Been looking forward to this all week, like me and Brian was talking about, man. This is gonna be a hell of an episode. Disclaimer: we don't have a PowerPoint for this episode to pull up examples of the snakes, but I think we can talk our way through it. What y'all think?
Good with that.
Yeah, we don't need pictures. Everybody's seen them.
We have websites for those.
Yeah.
They can go find what y'all got and inquire to buy.
Yeah.
So what's been going on, Will? I heard you might have a little bit going on.
A lot going on, bro. Got a lot going on. Yeah, we're making the move to the US. It's been all summer has been so stressful. We just got our first load of stuff down. We're actually gonna be neighbors there with Bob. We're about 20 minutes away. So yeah, man, we're excited. We just took our first load of stuff down. I just got home this morning. So yeah, we left yesterday at like 6 a.m. and just got in. So I'm pretty tired, but yeah, it's we're excited. Snakes should be coming down. I don't know. I'm just waiting on some permitting, but I'm halfway through the permitting, and it's been going pretty quickly. So it could be quicker than I had even anticipated. But
nice.
But for sure by I would think by mid-October we're down there permanently.
Nice.
Okay. How many back
Yeah.
and forth trips is it going to take for you guys to kind of get everything?
So we got
squared away?
one under the one's done. I got another one with a 26-foot box truck, like a refrigerated unit. Refrigerate. Obviously, I'm gonna keep it on heat.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold it at like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that, and just I have to do that trip down and back because I can't return the truck in the United States, which sucks. So
Oh, that does
I,
suck.
I have to come back empty with it. It's like, fuck. Yeah. So if I want to use the refrigerated truck, and I do, and then
Yeah, I'm sure that's well worth it.
yeah, I think so.
Risk
And it's got
management
it's got a
perspective.
lift gate on the back of it and everything, so I can like put a rack and just like lift it up into the truck, and you don't have to box everything up, and then so there's that one trip left, and then another trip down with like our dogs and just me, the wife, the dogs. That's pretty much it, really.
Will the rodents be on that same truck, or like how's it going to work with the rodents?
Rodents are in the freezer, man.
Oh, you just
Rodents
froze
are
everything off?
Yeah, they're all gone. All the rat racks are down in Georgia already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just going to start over with new colonies?
Yep.
Excellent.
That would be a lot easier than trying to transport all those animals from
I
way up
think
there
so.
to way down there.
Oh,
I
don't
imagine
even
so.
want to know what the border would say if they opened the back of a truck and it was full of rats.
Oh.
I don't even want to go there, you know? It's just like,
The smell would hit them first, and then it would be the questions after that. What that smell is.
You know what? It was actually a really good time to like. I disassembled. They were all the Freedom Breeder like stainless racks, so it was a really good time to like
Good clean.
disassemble everything.
Yeah.
Clean every single bin. I pressure washed every single level, so they're like brand new. It's like I'm actually kind of like excited to have clean rat racks. They're not covered in dust and all that, you know. After
Right.
Rat racks,
Yeah, all this
That's
stuff.
funny.
Yeah.
they're shiny. They look new. I was like, damn, these are fucking sweet. And then, but yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. It's been a crazy whirlwind of a summer applying for visas and all that sort of thing. But we did get visas, and we're gonna be operating out of the U.S.
excellent.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's exciting. It's exciting. It's a lot of change, but change is good sometimes, you know. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. You get to go to some US shows like on a more
Yeah, we
regular
get to see them.
basis. You'll be
Well,
like, exactly.
I've wanted to vend Tinley for so long. Like I actually had animals down for one of the Tinleys, and then they canceled it because of COVID. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like and the amount of like, work that went into it, and like permitting and all this. I was just like, dude, I'm not doing that again. Like it was just too much. But now with producing animals in the U.S., it's I can vend whatever, wherever.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I imagine you'll eventually being at Southeast Reptile Expo, all that stuff.
I think probably, yeah.
I mean,
You have to. You have to.
You might
Yeah,
know a guy.
I do know a guy. I heard they put on a pretty good show. Yeah.
There would be no reason not to,
He's
really.
gonna put me in the back corner for sure. But
You better pay your rent if you want to get in there.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, no, I'll be at Southeast, likely Daytona, Tinley, and then those are the ones that I'm like right off the gate. I'll be at, and then I don't know. I might do some smaller ones. I don't know. Like I'm not really all that big on driving around. I don't love that. And so like realizing Tinley's 12 hours, I'm kind of like, oh my god,
I do that every
That's a hell
year,
of a
twice
drive.
a year.
that's quite
Yeah.
that's quite the trip.
Yeah,
So, but Tinley's one I'll do, and Southeast for sure. Southeast, to be honest, I'll do Southeast before I do Tinley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, just the proximity of it. I mean, and then you live 20 minutes from Bob. Like,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like it's I've never been to it. I've not gone to it, but I have talked to lots of people who have. Other one that I've talked to has given it awesome reviews. Like nice venue, nice hotels, spots to go to eat. Tinley. I love going to Tinley. I love going to see everybody, but it's
Dude, Bob
it's pretty
has
much
people.
pizza for dinner, man.
Bob has people unloading your truck for you and bringing your
Yeah,
stuff to your
dude.
table.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
the-
I've talked to has been like,
I
this is
mean-
like a premier show. And
Yeah.
starting, I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
obviously being international, I talked to lots of international guys, and guys are starting to tell me like, man, I might skip Tinley and do Sear instead. And I'm like, hell yeah. You know,
Yeah, I
Personally,
definitely
the
see
best
it
show I've
trending.
ever
better
been
weather
to.
than friggin' Chicago, that's for sure. You know,
Yeah, I
so,
definitely see it trending to be like one of, if not the top show.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
atmosphere,
yeah.
everything about it is just perfect.
And the crazy thing is, I think, what was that? The one they just did was the third one, or the second
Yeah, it
one?
was only
Third-
in the
Yeah.
third or
third
second?
one, I think.
Yeah,
Like
third one.
it's a brand new show, and you know, with the Bob and the team running it there, they Bob knows what he wants in a show. Bob knows what a show, you know, he vends
He's
lots of
vended
shows.
enough.
He knows what makes a good show and what makes a bad show, and I think he's putting. Yeah, again, I haven't been to it, so I can't speak from firsthand experience, but everybody around me that I've talked to has said it's a premier show and one you don't want to miss.
Yeah,
I just
100%.
vended
I
it.
agree.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I trying to make Georgia the ball python capital of the world.
Well,
I
I
think
mean,
that's what
damn,
Bob
I mean,
said.
Yeah.
pretty much going to be there in October now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
Between-
think it is already without me, but you know, I heard there's a couple guys in there making some heat,
Yeah.
so
Couple guys.
I'm just gonna go do my part, you know. Just we'll see what we can cook up in Georgia. Yeah, we're excited, very excited.
Nice, man. So tonight, man, we chatting about Puzzle. What was the title? Is Puzzle the New Clown? I know I kind of got an answer for that, but we can talk about that kind of stuff later. I do want to talk about the history of Puzzle, just to kind of set the stage and contextualize. So anybody jump in and kind of give us like the history of Puzzle, and then kind of lead into how you got into Puzzle. Then I want to hear how everybody got into Puzzle. Anyone who wants to jump in, feel free.
I say, guys, we're all three pretty much very beginning of it. You tell me who wants to go first.
You're up, Kev.
You're probably first, Kevin.
All right, dude. So 2010 is when I started kind of hearing rumbles about Puzzle through Sean Bradley and Tim Bailey. So I basically am underneath the wing of Tim Bailey at that point. This man has taught me a lot about ball pythons. So at that point, 2010, I was buying into a lot of single gene codoms, single gene recessive stuff, just trying to get, you know, animals on the ground to kind of give an army. Didn't know really what direction I wanted to go, nothing of that nature. And then I get a phone call. It was probably March or April of 2011. And Tim called me and told me he had a snake that I possibly would be interested in because they just got a hold of some. And this was as of 2010, probably, whenever the parish took away I don't know the exact story. That'll be somebody else on that one. But a parish relinquished, basically took it where they couldn't have them anymore in that parish, ball pythons, constrictors, period. So Sean was able to get the collection back from the owner of the puzzles who made the first one. From there, he kind of split it off with Tim, and then they started to piece it out from there. I got an animal from the first year that Tim produced them. It was a super pastel het puzzle, so that's why most of my stuff has pastel in it. And then about 6 to 8 months later, I was able to get a 50% pewter. It was a pewter 50% het puzzle female. So basically, I got started, jumped right in with pastel and cinnamon. But that is how I basically got in, was just a phone call. Tim said, "Hey, man, I think you'd be interested in something like this to play with. You have a lot of different genetics in your collection already. I think this would be a good route for you to take. It's a brand new collection." So first time I got to see the visual, it was a super pastel visual, and man, that's crazy. Those animals are gorgeous. Even as an adult, I have amazing looking animals as an adult to show examples of. In the super pastel version, I mean, it keeps its color. It does great, but obviously pastel, you can't have it in everything. I get it, but we have to work our way through. But for the most part, 2011 is when I got my first one, and then 2013 was when I made my first visual, and then history repeats itself from there because I just took that mail and went from there.
Nice. Big shout out to Bob for the super chats too. Said Georgia on fire. Shout out to Siri, Southeast Reptile Expo, and then shout out to the GOAT, Sean Bradley.
Well, we wouldn't have Puzzle if it wasn't for him. So
yeah, that's it.
And so 2010, 2011, you said it was?
Well, 2009, I think, is when the first visual was made. It might have been 2008, but the guy had it in his collection, and it was one of those, he was really tickled to produce it. It came from 2 hets. So Sean did not realize what he sold him. So he sold the animals to the guy, and the guy was able to produce the 2 from the hets. And then that's where Sean realized he had something. So Sean was playing his collection for the next couple of years trying to produce one, never did. And he realized he sold the guy everything that he would have had. So when he was able to buy that, I know he was tickled.
Oh, hell yeah. It was 2 hats from out the wild, or?
No, he got them from Graziani is where he initially got the pastels. That line is where it came from. So
Gotcha.
I don't know. And then he said Graziani looked through his stuff and never ever found anything in that. So I don't know truly where that stuff
Spontaneous.
came from. Right. Where did it come from?
That's wild.
Same thing happens in the wild. It can happen in captivity, you know?
Yeah,
I think,
like
I think
spontaneous
we're going to see
mutation.
more and more of it. Spontaneous
Yeah.
mutation. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like a
Yep.
banana just all of a sudden was in an egg, you know?
Yep.
And
Where did it?
more and
I
more
don't think
people
that thing was floating
breeding
around there.
in captivity. We're going to see
Right.
more and more of that happen, I think.
Well, I think you start to kind of see it a little bit with the different variations in the pattern. I mean, puzzle has got a variation, a very big variation that you're not expecting. So from what I've seen in 2011 to what I've seen all the way to now, it's just there's so much difference. So
Well, now we got selective breeding into it, you know?
that's what I've had fun with. I know you have.
My story is quite similar to yours, Kevin. You know, around that 2009, 2010 mark, saw puzzles. We were sort of building a collection. Was doing a lot of Desert Ghost and bright stuff. And when I saw that Super Pastel puzzle, I was like, damn, like I want one of those. So I bought some hats. From Sean. They were, probably about a year old. And I bred them together. I made a 1.1 puzzle, first year breeding them. And then, in the meantime, while I was waiting for them to grow up, I did buy a pastel puzzle male from Sean and ended up making, I think I bought a sub-adult pastel hat puzzle and made a super pastel puzzle male. And that was like kind of the goal. Like back then, that was better than the puzzle. So I sold the puzzle male and kept the super pastel, and that's been plagued me for 15 years. It just like kept throwing pastel everywhere, you know.
I get it.
But
I get it.
We're well past the point where I'm worried about pastel. Pastel is one of those genes where like I do try to avoid it in certain things. But puzzle's not really one of those, man. It just
it looks good in
well
puzzle.
With puzzle, yeah. And at the end of the day, the way I kind of look at it is like, what are we trying to make? Like we're trying to make the best looking combos. And
as an adult,
if pastel offers that, and you have to use each gene for what its strengths and weaknesses are, and pastel just works with puzzle, and it's just like, all right, I'm not in a rush to phase out pastel puzzle combos at all.
No, like I said, I've separated my collection a little bit to where I have still my pastel I can play with, but I still have my normal stuff. So
yeah, I want everything, but I don't want anything with, I don't want any one gene in everything.
But it takes you a good 5 to 7 years to get that pastel out of a super. You know what I mean? It takes several years.
It took a long time. Yeah. Yeah, it did take a while.
I was just running that through my head. I'm like, yeah, that's going to take a minute.
Oh, yeah, and then I had cinnamon on top of that. So then if I had to watch for super cinnamons, being a black snake, you're not going to see nothing. I don't want to produce the first super cinnamon puzzle and go, well, that's a super cinnamon. How do you know? I mean, do you know if you got a visual or not? Is it going to have any pattern? You have no clue. So, man, I kind of had my back against the wall a little bit, but I'm out of that situation. We're good.
I made all these pastel hats, and then you're breeding pastel hat to pastel hat. And you don't really think about it, but you're a 1 in 16 shot to make a puzzle without pastel.
Right.
It's a 1 in 4 for the puzzle, and it's a 1 in 4 for the non-pastel. And so you're a 1 in 16 for the non-pastel puzzle. And dude, that's like I didn't make that many just until the last like 4 or 5 years. I started to like, and then once you have a couple males without it, okay, now we're good. Now we're fine. Now you're rolling.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep. It was getting to that point. It took a while.
But I tell you, my super pastel really came in handy making my hits for my, Xanthics and True Ghosts and stuff of that nature. Because then I know that virgin female's never seen anything else, and I can tell you exactly that's what that animal is. Because, man, I've been hit with a Partho or two, so it happens.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Barry, when did you get in puzzle?
Well, so these guys are OGs here, like what 2011 over here. They're playing with puzzle. I was buying Orange Dreams in 2011. So
What was hot in 2011? Was it like reduced clowns? Like what was hot around that time?
Oh man, Super Blade clowns were super crazy at that point. Remember, you had to get the stripe down the clown. That
Remember
was
the flat line.
Yeah.
oh, dude, you know what I'm saying? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was like Blade Clowns and things like that. I got into Orange Dreams in 2011, and I was literally buying one from Ozzy when the first Super Orange Dream clutch came out, and he was trying to figure out if they were actually supers or what they were. So I had bought like an Orange Dream Fire or something, but I was doing Orange Dream for 4 or 5 years and making supers, and that's what I was more known for before puzzle. And then in 2015, which I had been watching puzzle all these years, but they were all pastel, and I'm an Orange Dream fan, and I don't want Orange Dream pastel. I want orange snakes.
Yeah,
So-
it doesn't work.
So I think it was like 2013 or 14, he made a regular puzzle. So I started getting interested because he finally made one that wasn't pastel. But in 2015, I was in Daytona and he had a hypo puzzle on the table. And I walked by that and I had just made hits for hypo Orange Dream. And I was like, oh man, this is the perfect time to get something like this. So I asked him, can I get it? If you make another one, I'm interested. And so I just kind of watched what he was doing. And he actually made a female right after that. And I put money down on the female. And then after that, he put a male up for sale with 2 adult proven double het hypo puzzle females. And I was like, hey, can I switch over and buy that? So I ended up buying that and trading some Orange Dream stuff. And so I raised up a baby hypo puzzle and bred it to the 2 double hets. And in 2017, I made my first hypo puzzles. And I still have one of those girls.
Nice,
So
nice.
then it all went from there,
Hell yeah. So what was it that attracted y'all to puzzle? Like, was it just wanting to get into something different that a lot of people went into it? The
I like the
pattern
look.
interactions, all that good stuff.
I love the eye stripes. I love the pattern. Some of them were more, subtle, and some of them were more wacky, but I just felt like Orange Dream was going to be a great fit. So that was the whole reason I bought it, to see what Orange Dream Hypo Puzzle was going to be. So, I mean, that was my attraction to it.
I'd say it was the wacky pattern for me, man. I always like the weird patterns, hinging womas, those kind of combos things. To me, that's a really cool combo. So I have hinging woma stuff I'm play with. So I'm like, seeing all the Kevin McCurley videos throughout the years, watching all his hinging woma combos, I'm like, man, I think puzzle will go really good with that. So I've been kind of throwing hinging woma in it, quietly over here. But it was definitely the wild, crazy pattern. And I've got to keep that broken, very sharp pattern. I don't like the rounded as much. I like the sharper pattern. So I'm trying to keep it as much as clean in my spec as I can. So
I'm pretty similar. I was just looking for I was trying to kind of play a little bit of Moneyball, because back then a lot of stuff like bananas were 50K and GHIs were 15 grand, and I think a pastel super stripe went for like, I was looking at a list about a week ago of like 2012, 2011 price lists, and puzzles were really reasonable, like comparatively to the rest of the market. They were like really kind of reasonable. And so I got in kind of doing that, just trying to I really liked the way that it looked. And I was like, man, I was a kid at the time, and I was sort of like, I can't afford to be buying a banana or a GHI or any of this stuff. So I was kind of like, well, what else can I get? That's what drew me to Desert Ghost and to puzzle, because I could get them in that kind of 3,000 to 5,000 range, where lots of stuff was 15, 17, 20, 25,000, and I was just like, I was just like, I'm never gonna have any of that stuff. And
now they're both making a comeback.
And now I'm wholesaling pastel super stripes. It's like what.
Bob said albino G-stripe puzzle.
Yeah, I'll leave that one to you. That's all you.
I got my triple hits in the tub right now.
Yeah. So Yeah.
So
that's kinda-
like when I first came in, like, and I only really kind of know it from my experience with it, but when I first came in, I feel like I didn't hear like as many people talking about puzzle as I do now. Like when I first came in,
You
I
didn't.
think Will, you was probably the first person that I heard talking about puzzle. And just for context, in terms of time, and I got in 2020. You was like the first person I really heard talking about puzzle a lot. And then Barry, I started hearing like about the legend of Barry Swope and all
legend.
these crazy hypo puzzle combos he making. And it was like you got to like knock on the door twice and like tap on your head and do a secret handshake before you can even like talk about the snake. And I just feel like over the past few years, like I feel like the momentum for puzzle is like really picking up. Do you guys feel the same way? Is that
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't think it really puzzle really didn't start taking off really until 2018, 2019. Up until that point, I mean, it was anybody got a puzzle clutch? Do you got any luck? I mean, because you're talking at that point, 2011, there was probably 5 animals that could breed at that point. I mean, you didn't have much, so it takes time to get the project to go.
Yeah, they were hard to sell in 18. I thought I was gonna have some easy sales, and nobody wanted them. I had a bunch of males.
I produced every
wanted
sex that everybody
girls.
didn't want.
Yeah. So it's just luck that, you know, by the time I was making the Orange Dream Hypo puzzle was when everyone all of a sudden jumped in. But I feel like it picked up momentum because people thought it was going to work with Clown.
Yeah.
And then now it doesn't, but I think people are starting to realize that's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's benefits to it. It would have been cool for sure. It would have been cool if it did. But
is everybody throwing the towel out on the Clown puzzle at this point, or do we just say it's just kind of like the Red Stripe was with Clown? You know, you didn't really nobody wanted a Red Stripe until it hit Clown. You know, it had to hit the right combo. So
I'm still dinking around with it.
Oh, I'm every bit of dinking with it, dude. I've got 3 visuals myself. Like I got, man, I had them proved them out this year, and I'm like, dude, I'm tickled. So 3 years ago, I had the visuals, and everybody's like, no, that's not what it is. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely something different. But yeah, it is what it is.
You got any codons in those?
Yeah, what do I know?
You have any incomplete dominance in those?
Yeah, I've got a pewter. I've got a pewter Clown puzzle. It's got a funkier little head pattern. It was one of the pictures I'd sent in or whatever. But like I said, I can, if anything, I can always shoot pictures over if I need to. But I made that one 2019. I have a sister of him that is just a regular Clown, but I'm pretty sure it's a visual puzzle. Yeah, I just haven't had a chance to really get her on eggs to do anything. She slugged out on me this past year. So I had to wait to prove that one out later. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, she's a funky Clown. Like you've got your Clowns, and you've got your crazier pattern Clowns, and then you got this one. Like it is, the backstrap just screams puzzle. It's just, to me, it's like the attitude screams it. Like there's everything I need to know. I've done this for too long at this point. But I feel like there's something missing. I'm going in the direction of G-Stripe Clown is where I'm going. So I went for the G-Stripe puzzle, and then I didn't like the initial one. I was like, let me go ahead and pivot and change something different. So I added Clown to that. So I've got those growing up. So we'll get to see maybe in a year or two, see how that looks. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat with Pied.
No, dude.
Oh yeah, with Pied. Yeah.
I like those puzzle pies. I like them.
Yeah. Man, you got to bring Pied. You got to have pattern in Pied, or there's nothing for me. I have to have pattern. I have to have it.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that most of the ones I made are high white. I don't think it puzzle has anything to do with that. It's just
I don't think so either.
Are you working to get like itchy or something in there that brings like the pattern back?
I do have an inchy hypo puzzle Pied female that I'm raising up, but she's striped instead of banded, which with inchy Pieds you can get both ways. So I just didn't get the right look, but I really don't know. It's like Clown Pied to me. The only Clown Pieds I ever liked are the no white ones. So maybe if I make a no white puzzle Pied, it'll look cool. Those are usually when they're more whacked out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Puzzle Clown, I'm still playing around with. Not a ton.
No.
I do have a girl that just gave me a prelay shed, and that would be for like a Palm puzzle. So Pompeii puzzle.
Pompeii puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh.
That set of genes in Puzzle Clown.
See, but then you got something working there.
Oh yeah, I've got genes in it. I've got Hurricane. I've got like Hurricane combo Clown hat puzzles, and
I'm about to say, dude, you got it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I really like for a while my kind of theory behind like I obviously you hope the puzzle clown did do something back when we were making all our double heads, but for the
Right.
longest time, like my whole philosophy and the way I built my collection was I had hypos and DGs and pies and puzzles and lavenders and this, and I would just go buy like one of the hottest clown males in the season and run it to all that stuff, and then just keep all the heads. And then I'd buy the hottest clown male the next season and run it to all that stuff again and keep that heads. And so just by nature of doing that, I ended up with a lot of genes in double het puzzle clown, but I was pulling all those genes from clown into puzzle. And and yeah,
Well,
I mean, don't know. We'll
at
see,
least you have all the genes in there, whether it works or not. You can at least make the puzzle versions of all that stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool too.
or both. You
Oh,
get clutches with both, you know.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
Has anyone made
I
like,
like
a
anything else, you just gotta find it.
Who knows, man? Who knows? I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath on any of it, but it's very Bell better than Puzzle Clown. Yeah. Well, I guess. Yeah. I guess is a Bell better than a clown? Because that's where you're. That's pretty much what it looks like. But yeah,
I could
like,
probably sell a
with-
bill
with-
before I can sell a regular clown.
with mixing
Yeah, at this
puzzle
point.
and clown, it's become easy for me to pull genes from like hypo and DG and all that stuff together. And I'm honestly I'm fine running down that like DG hypo puzzle clown with a bunch of incomplete DOMs all tied together, and just even if it does just look like a clown, you make DG hypo clowns alongside DG hypo puzzles. Like I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's a win.
There gets to be a point where we're gonna be like recessived out. Like how far can we go with quads,
where does
triples,
the
all
ending?
this shit? And like
Right.
really, if I can just like pull genes from clown and puzzle and put them together and make hypo puzzles, hypo clowns, DG puzzles all together. I mean,
Yeah.
dude,
Sometimes
I'll
less
take
is
those
more.
clutches all day long. Yeah, I like those clutches. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, 1,000%. So, what genes you guys think work best in puzzle? Like, talk about some of the directions you headed with it.
I would put yellow belly at the top.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yellow belly.
I put spot nose.
Has
Spot-
anybody made like any of the allelic combos with puzzle, like a highway puzzle or a freeway puzzle?
I just made a highway puzzle.
You made the
and-
highway puzzle?
And Kittinger has made an ivory puzzle, Orange Dream, which you can barely tell with ivory. And I have some that might be puzzles, but it's barely a zigzag. But I did make a highway spot nose puzzle, I think, but it's hypo, so it's harder to tell with the pattern. Waiting for it to hurt a shed.
So I've tried to stay away from that kind of stuff unless it was like a campfire. I've got a clutch currently in the incubator for that, so we'll see. Don't want to jinx myself.
The Super Stripe puzzle stuff that Ryan Elric was making was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't have I haven't made any allelic puzzle stuff yet, but I do have a clutch on the ground. Well, should be on the ground any day now. And that's a super asphalt VPI Xanthic to a puzzle.
Well, that'd be good.
I was just about to say, I wonder what the super like asphalt would do with that.
Yeah. My goal is to go down that like super asphalt DG Xanthic puzzle road.
Yep.
I think it'll work out. The pattern on the highway puzzle is pretty nice. If it wasn't hypo, it would be a little brighter.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see the cinnamon black pastel. I mean, the black pastel Enchi version of an allelic
like campfire
puzzle
type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I say I've got a clutch right now for that. I mean, cinnamon sugar het puzzle to pastel Enchi. Obviously, I've got pastel in it. Pastel Enchi, and it's the fluff gene from Sean. So, from what I've heard, that's like a red gene. So I'm kind of looking at that, kind of trying to perspective of what I'm going to produce because nobody's doing anything with fluff. I get asked all the time, "What's fluff?" And I'm like, "Dude, oh my god." Oh, bro, let me tell you, the reason he gave it the name of fluff was because he found it in his banana Mojave stuff that he had, and he said it kept you hard, so it's like the fluffer. And I was like, dude,
Oh, God.
so
That sounds
I'm trying
like
to get
Sean.
away. Yeah, I'm trying to get away from that, and just for family home entertainment kind of thing, So I don't want to be like educating some kid what a fluffer is. You know, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Classic Sean.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
So what is
that?
that? What does that gene do exactly?
Well, it's a red gene. It's basically
It's
it
like
just
a red
blows
gene?
it all out. It's just like red gene.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm just going to start marketing. I think is that because I've got to do something, man. Everybody asks me, I'm tired of getting asked. I'm just like, man.
Yeah. There's so much stuff floating in puzzle. You got your chaos or chaotic or what
Yeah.
you going with chaos on that?
Yeah, so that one's interesting. That one came out of one single het, and I just got lucky. I bred a male to her trying to make paw sets way back in the day, and then that male just sat around forever. And then I bred it back to her to try and prove him out. I made like 3 of these like super busy not puzzles. They're like the pattern's like super thin, and I was like, what the fuck are these? And anyways, it was the only like I've hatched lots of like weird stuff over the years, and I've never really messed around with dinkers or like messed around with that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was the only thing I've ever kept out of 15 years of breeding snakes that I was like, these look different. And then I bred that male back to mom, made him again. I took that male and bred him into like a whole slew of like non-related puzzle stuff and even some het puzzle stuff, and made none. And I was like, okay, well, every time I breed them into like non-related het chaos stuff, I make nothing. And then when I breed them back to chaos stuff, I make them again. So I just hatched another one. This is the first time I grew up those hets and used a male and bred it to a completely unrelated het. I bred it back to one of his daughters, made them again. And so to me, it certainly appears like another recessive thing in there. Yeah. I have another clutch hatching mid-September for that stuff. And I've had a lot of people reach out wanting, like, when are you going to let it go? And I was like, dude, I don't even know how it really works. Like, it certainly appears to be recessive, but like, in today, the way the market is today, I don't want to release something. I don't want to jump the gun and release something before I like, really understand it. And like, okay. And then I can say like, okay, this is how it works. This is what you're getting. This is what you're paying for. But if I release it now, it's kind of like, am I super confident that these people will buy these hets, breed them together, and make them? I'm confident enough to keep them for myself and do it, but I just don't know yet. And then the other thing is, like, if I hit them in the next clutch, I'm pretty confident. And then I just want to start seeing like spot nose in there, leopard, hurricane. I want to start seeing what it can do.
Can you tell the difference between a puzzle chaos and a chaos, or
so I hit
a puzzle without
chaos and it didn't survive. It was a fucked up egg. And you could definitely see that it was like puzzle and chaos in the same animal.
Okay.
It wasn't just it was like a really, really weird looking puzzle. But like it looked like a puzzle, but the pattern was super thin and like all jagged. And yeah, it was but unfortunately it didn't make it out of the egg. I have some pictures of it that I haven't. I'll send you after. I'll show you some pictures of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, it was neat looking.
I wish we could figure out the cryptic thing.
Yeah, honestly, all this I see a lot of people saying like cryptic puzzle.
Yeah.
Breed one to a het clown and show me kryptons, because
no one's made it.
I don't think they are, man. I think they're just
not.
variants of puzzle. It's so polymorphic, and I know guys have bought puzzles from you, Barry, as not cryptic, and then are posting them as cryptic puzzles. I was like, okay, whatever.
I started to call it cryptic phase now, so I can explain it that it's not the cryptic gene, but Ozzy just used it as a descriptive word, and now we're in this boat. But what I do seem to be able to, it almost seems to be like a het thing, like it carries on to some, and if we breed certain ones back to certain ones, I have more chance of hitting those because I kind of selectively breed for it because I like it, but I don't know what it is.
Like a polymorphic, like line bred thing?
It might be.
Because I see puzzles that are like, you have blocky patterned ones, you have like wired patterned ones, you have like, there's like 3 or 4 different distinct looks all within puzzle.
I always hit 3 different looks. Like there's a boring puzzle, then there's like your textbook puzzle, then you got the cryptic puzzle look, and there's.
Is it any relation to the weirdo stuff?
I don't know anything about weirdo.
I don't think it is. Weirdo is a gene that was like it does remind me of like the ringer gene in blackhead, where it like floats the sides very high.
Right. Do you not think that has anything to do with Het Daddy?
That's what a lot of people were saying.
no
Is it's
idea.
Het Daddy?
I've got Het Daddy all in my stuff that I've proven over the years by hitting bales and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I think I have Het
I don't know.
Daddy in it
It's
too.
very well,
but
very
that's
well
about
could be.
like that super pastel Hidden Gene Woma special puzzle I made. That thing looks like it might be a platinum. That whole clutch was weird, so I'm like, well, I could definitely be Het Daddy stuff in there since it's all my line.
Yeah.
But I've never bought a puzzle from Oz, so I don't have the weirdo stuff. If that's a thing, I always thought the weirdo was the cryptic, and then he went cryptic weirdo, and I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, see, then I've had people buy animals for me and then send over Ozzy, hey, what do you think this is? He said, oh, it's a weirdo. Well, I don't have anything. I've never bought anything from him as a puzzle for that. So I don't know. I guess it's the same thing as the whole cryptic thing with you, Barry.
Yeah, I see the name
polygenic,
like floating around. I see the name floating around and stuff, but I haven't done any research to go see the single gene version.
We have a cryptic test and we have a puzzle test. Like whoever is posting cryptic puzzle, just spend $50, man. Test it. Let's get to the bottom of it. But no one ever wants to do it. You know, I don't know.
I actually bought
a. I know why.
So I actually bought a hypo cryptic, and I'm working a hypocryptic, but I haven't bred it to puzzle. I thought about it, and then I was like, well, if clown doesn't do anything with it, what would make cryptic do something with it? If they're
that was my
so I didn't even bother. Maybe one day, but I did hear that Justin made double hets. So if he never says anything, then it didn't work.
I've hatched some puzzle hat clown stuff that looked like everybody was like, oh, is that? At first I thought it was a puzzle clown. I was like, what the fuck are these? They're really, really like extreme versions of what you'd think it would look like. And I tested them for cryptic. I tested them for clown. I tested them for everything. And it's a pastel spot nose puzzle, 100% hat clown. Like it's not, it's what it is. But it doesn't look anything like I've hatched plenty of pastel spot nose puzzles and then this, and it's like, they're so far apart that I'm like, okay, there's something going on here. I've noticed that a lot of my puzzle hat clowns are like quite visual.
Yeah. My het pied ones.
Puzzle het pieds.
Yeah,
really
the het pied amps them up. So I mean, there's something, but
yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely very
polymorphic. I wonder if we get into a spot in the market where we start using single copies of hets for like influence on pattern and stuff. Like I would like to have some of these puzzle het pieds. I don't really want the puzzle pied. I don't really want the puzzle clown, to be honest. But if the puzzle hat clown looks the way they do, then I want.
Did you see the yellow belly hypo puzzle het pied at Bob's?
No. Oh, we didn't look at. I hardly look at any snakes.
You didn't look at anything. So the one that we sold them is het pied, and it's like the best hypo yellow belly puzzle I think I've made, and it's the het pied that's amped it up.
Did you say you would consistently send the het influence
with pied? Yes,
with different combos.
Yeah.
He's seeing it with clown, and I'm seeing it with pied. I haven't really done any other.
You can also go by the het markers as the indicator of how aggressive that snake is. My visuals are sweethearts, but my hets are possessed. So if anybody else is the same way, you'll kind of know exactly what you got.
I don't have the mean puzzle thing. I feel like that was tied to the pastel.
Oh, dude, my pastel puzzles, all my visual puzzles are sweethearts. My hets, dude, no, really? they are spawns of Satan.
Angry.
I would say like the original.
You said that with a serious ass look on your face too.
If I ever come out of my room bleed, it's because of him.
Yeah, my original puzzle stuff were assholes, like just straight assholes. They were like pulling clutches from them and shit. It was just an ordeal. And but recently they've been fine. I like the feisty ones because they eat well, they grow well, they breed well. So
you know they're gonna eat.
All my puzzle planet stuff eats well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't mind the feisty ones either.
No, it doesn't.
I kind of like them.
I just want to open the tub carefully.
Well, if my visuals are sweet, then that's what makes it. So that's at the end of my day. I'm like, I'll deal with some hits. It's okay. I'm going for the visuals. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
I did have one Enchi het puzzle it was giant and it would bite at you every time you open the cage, but I didn't raise that thing.
I had a puzzle female that was it's the only snake I've ever had that's left a clutch of eggs to like come at you.
Oh
It was
wow.
like she was sitting on
wow.
the eggs and came off the clutch of eggs, and as I had the bin, I was at the bin and everything, came right up and it was like, like, let's do this. And I was like, oh shit,
Yep.
all right.
It's a good mom.
And it's a BallPython. Like at the end of the day, it's like, just,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so Will, have you noticed it seems to be Year of the Cypress puzzle?
Cypress puzzle.
It
This
seems
year
to be
is?
the year of it because like Hulker made a black pastel cypress puzzle, and I made a hypo cypress and a spot nose cypress, and
Mhm.
somebody else had made something, and actually Kittinger just made a cypress yellow belly puzzle,
did he?
hypo puzzle. Yeah, he
Oh,
just hasn't
man.
posted it
I
yet,
made
but
a
Cypress yellow belly hypo
pastel
puzzle.
but
cypress
I'm starting to
lace
see a lot of cypress
Oh, I bet
puzzle
that's a
stuff now.
banger.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's hot. Its pattern is ridiculous.
I made
Yeah, I bet
I made a
that's sick.
cypress puzzle like 5 year pastel cypress puzzle.
Yeah, I
like
remember that.
2018 maybe, and sold that overseas. And then I don't think I made any more until this year. And then this year I made another. Sorry, I have an adult straight cypress puzzle female.
Yeah, you sent me a
cypress
pic
puzzle.
of that girl recently. Yeah.
And then I've got I made a pastel cypress lace puzzle this year.
So-
Finally got a lace puzzle
Wait.
male.
Wait till you see the yellow belly influence into that. We're gonna need to do some more cypress puzzles for sure.
Oh well, I got them. I got a visual male now, so it's gonna.
Yeah.
You should start seeing them roll out here pretty soon.
I don't, and I missed with GHI cypress, but I'm hoping that the male hypo GHI cypress I made is actually het puzzle, so that I can have a male that has cypress.
Yeah.
Well,
I made a
GHI
couple
puzzle is
girls.
elusive.
Oh, I missed it. 6 eggs, 5
quit.
GHI hypos, and then 1 cypress hypo puzzle. So I only hit the puzzle on the non-GHI animal.
I got one out of 4 years trying. I've gotten one so far.
I don't know why they're like that.
I have no idea.
GHI puzzle?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's got
Okay.
one other gene in it. I don't think I have to tell you.
Yeah, pastel.
Yeah, it's got pastel.
Those, for a long time, we thought that maybe the GHI puzzle just looked like a GHI.
I remember
Oh,
that
we-
because
between-
people kept missing.
Shit, I think between Randy, yourself, Kevin, like between all of us, man, we had put down like 90.
Dude,
100
William.
eggs.
William
Yeah,
Philippe,
Will
dude.
Philippe,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
dude.
dude.
Dude,
That
we
poor-
had
had hit it
so
at that
many
point?
eggs, and nobody hit
dude.
it. Joel did
Oh.
it, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
Joel was like, "Hey, I hit one," and I was like, "No fucking way!" And sure enough, he did. And now you're starting to see like a couple, but they need to. I wonder if
There's
Harvey
still
should get
probably
on that
less
and
than
check
20.
something. There might be something weird where
Yeah.
I don't know, something
Ah.
weird where they don't click with like normal odds because
I have no idea, but I know I'm putting Xanthic to it the first time she breeds, so that's all that matters to me.
yeah.
It is pretty odd.
Oh, I'll take an Xanthic puzzle on her all day.
Hey,
I've
hey
only
guys, I
done
want to take a real
head-to-head.
quick. We'll take a real quick sponsor break and then come back and talk a little bit about the future of puzzle.
All right.
Known for his innovative approach to genetic shed testing and top-quality ball pythons, Grey Rider Reptiles also excels in exceptional customer service and responsiveness. With a quick turnaround time, Charlie ensures you get the service you want and need. Visit shedtesting.com to explore his offerings and experience the best in the business. Don't miss out. Head to shedtesting.com today and unlock the power of your breeding projects.
Peace and love, family. We invite you into the heart of our serenity, Ancestral Royal Pythons. At Ancestral Royal Pythons, we're not just breeders, we're nurturers of love and growth. Each of our high-end ball pythons is a tribute to the grandeur of the natural world and our dedication to quality. Reach out today and bring one of our creations into your home. This is Ancestral Royal Pythons. Your journey begins here.
Some are born with it, others chase it their whole lives. At MCBR, animals aren't just a business, they are a legacy. Driven by obsession, defined by quality. At MCBR, the passion drives us, the quality defines us. Our motto is simple: live your dream. For years, he worked in silence, shaping projects few could even imagine. A figure once hidden is now stepping into the light. The vault is opened, the path is revealed. At the center of it all, Barry's swoop. Elusive propagations. From the shadows to the spotlight, the vision is undeniable. Hypo Puzzle King!
Damn, Barry, you put an ad in your own episode?
You're done.
Showing you guys up.
Yeah, that's right.
Came out good, Mike.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you coming on as a sponsor too. Big shout out to all the sponsors. Big shout out to the new sponsors, Josh, MCBR, Man Tooth, Captive Bred, Reptiles, and of course the homie Barry, Elusive Propagations. Appreciate y'all, fellas. Yeah, that was hype. Yeah, I really had fun making that one.
Yeah, that was different. That's cool though. Hey, I'm just trying to get my name out. Well, not my name, my brand out there now.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody knows. Everybody knows Barry, bro.
Everybody knows.
Everybody
Have to brag, dude.
So speaking of your brand,
right.
talk a little bit about that and kind of like what made you shift from kind of like just being like just Barry Swope to branding yourself and kind of coming out like this.
Timing. It wasn't like I never had to try to promote myself before because I usually I had somebody else selling stuff for a while, then I was wholesaling to friends and things forever, and I never even had to get out there. I mean, last year was the first year I got a Morph Market account, so just kind of timing, and it's I don't want to just be giving away these really nice animals. I need to get the retail out there and get it myself out there, and just I don't know, just timing, I guess.
So what you guys think about the future of the puzzle game? Like what do y'all see it headed? I know I asked the question in the title of the video, is Puzzle the New Clown? Spoiler alert, I personally don't think it's the new clown because I don't like really saying anything is a new anything. Like I feel like they're their own separate thing. Like Clown does a whole bunch of stuff, and I understand why people like it, and I understand why it's a bunch of people in it. Obviously, a bunch of people being in it comes like with its own challenges and stuff like that. But Puzzle, it does its own thing. Like it's its own thing. I don't want to like ruin anybody's answer, but that's just kind of how I'm thinking about it. And I think they both like hot. But specifically for Puzzle, like what are y'all predictions for the future and kind of like where do y'all see it going over the next several years?
I mean, I think we're all going to agree on this one. We all think it's going to, I mean, the stars, I mean, far as you want to take it. I mean, we're just now starting to scratch the surface. I mean, we're talking the first one came out in 2009, and now here we are, removed 15 years, 16 years-ish. I mean, you're talking, it's still infancy. We still have a long, long way to go, but I mean, example, I mean, Barry, he's going hypo, I'm going exanthic, so eventually we're going to pull them together. It's got to go true ghost. I mean, that's kind of for me. I'm sitting back doing all that. So I know, Will, you've got your DG stuff going. We all kind of have our own little niche we're jumped into, doing our own thing, and it kind of makes it all special for us.
I have to say, there's so much I want to do still that I don't care if it is going, if people are losing interest or gaining interest or what. I have a ton I still want to do with it. I want to work with it because I want to make these animals that don't exist.
That's it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, all of us were in Puzzle before it was a big thing.
Yeah.
And I'll be in Puzzle long after it's off into the sunset.
Well, we saw something. We saw something.
And I really enjoy that kind of unknown. I like with Clown, don't get me wrong, I love Clown. I hatch lots of clowns every year. It's a huge part of my collection. It's always going to be. But it's getting progressively harder to like really hit a clown where I'm like, holy fuck, what is that? You know, like we're really kind of like we've stacked a lot in there, and now it's layering recessives on top. Where puzzle, I mean, we're jumping into like layering recessives on top, but there's tons of stuff we haven't even seen.
I'm also learning less is more. So like I had a 5-gene stacked animal right next to a 2-gene animal that, well, 3-gene because they're hypo, but I had a yellow belly spot nose hypo puzzle next to one that had 5 genes, but everyone liked the yellow belly spot nose hypo puzzle way better because just those 2 genes interacting together were phenomenal.
With like just hats in general. Sometimes I make the visual of something, but the hat is a much better looking animal. You know, like we don't always have to be like this recessive focused thing.
I feel like that with the acid clown stuff, man. I love the way all the het combos look better than the clown combos.
Yeah, dude. I mean, some of the like the black pastel red stripe combos and like cypress red stripe stuff, I think they look better on their own than with a. I mean, they could probably like add hypo or DG or DG as and like get a cool look. But like as far as like changing it up, it's cool enough how it is. But with puzzle, I mean, I think the pretty obvious answer, like for me at least, is gonna be Desert Ghost puzzle, hypo puzzle, DG hypo puzzle, DG Axanthic puzzle, hypo Axanthic puzzle. Like that's because those are just kind of like filters that we put on it, and then you can like play with the look of them.
I agree. Like with the hits, like a lot of times, or some of the times, like for example, I hatched a vanilla spot nose GHI, I think pasta red stripe, double head, hypo clown female, and like she just looked crazy. Like the pattern just crazy. It don't look like anything I really seen before. It's hard for me to imagine like the double visual version looking better than that one does.
Sometimes it is better in the het version, and then you're disappointed when you make the combo. You're like, man.
Has there ever been any puzzle combos you made and you're just like, this incomplete, just probably not going to work with puzzle, or you just haven't stacked it right? Maybe
blackhead so far for me. The blackhead puzzle on its own. I was like, it's all right. But
I see places to go with it, but
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's still here.
There's places to go, but is that your vision?
That's why I don't like to ask it like as if like it's something that just doesn't work with it. It's just not stacked right with another gene or something.
I don't think puzzle's as reactive with like a single gene. Like it's like if you add like one gene to it, it doesn't like give you this crazy wild reaction.
Like just a yellow belly puzzle isn't that crazy.
But then you put like 2 or 3 more on there, and then you start to be like, oh shit, this is quite different than you'd normally think. But
I can't say I was disappointed yet.
I hadn't found one yet.
Yeah. I wasn't even disappointed in the pies.
Puzzle combos that I was like,
I was gonna say I did make some puzzle clowns, and I wasn't all that. I found one. Yeah.
Y'all got any genes y'all actively keep out of puzzle?
For me, it's spider. That was the first one. I never want to put it in it.
I just keep that.
I feel like Spider's gonna make a comeback one day once everyone stops worrying about the wobble bullcrap. I mean, if the spider is the best animal to give to a kid. The spider is the best animal to get to any single animal that wants to go to like a single household kind of thing. My spider stuff, I sell those to kids all the time because they eat great. Yes, they're funky, they're crazy looking, but the kids love them. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with them. Just inner ear. They are always thriving at feeding, and they're always breeding early. Spiders actually were never.
And the combos be sick too.
And it's kind of
their pattern influence is insane.
Dude, those original like super orange dream bees.
Oh yeah, that's what made orange
calico
dream is the spider.
Dream bees and shit. Yeah, dude.
Insane.
But it's kind of like a little hypocritical that we're all like, no spider, and then we're making like cypress spot nose and chocolate stuff, and like all that stuff has the potential to wobble. It's all in that same family.
That's why I hate
with my own eyes super chocolates that have that shape.
Super blackheads do it.
Super cypress, super spot nose does. Like
it's like
barely ever talk about champagne.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Oh yeah.
I'm not like I respect anyone who's working with champagne. I don't have a single champagne in my collection.
Have any of you
The
guys?
worst wobbler I ever had was champagne, like
Really?
Guys,
single
I'm
G
producing
wobble.
lots of champagne. Oh,
Have any of you
I just-
guys ever seen a Hidden Gene Walnut wobble? Because I haven't, and I don't understand why they put the label
I've
on that
seen-
one and
I-
not the other morphs.
So I've seen some, but mine that I've produced have not. So I have seen some that wobble. I don't know why some do and some don't, but everything that I've ever produced, Hidden Gene Walnut has not wobbled.
Well,
And I've
for
heard some people
anybody,
say like Super Cypress wobbles, and then I hear some people say it don't wobble.
Well, some
for
won't,
anybody
some
who
will.
hates-
Some spiders won't, right? Some
Right.
spiders are
Yeah.
totally fine. It just depends.
Yep.
But I have
I-
hatched super spot nose that are like so bad they
Yeah.
have to be put down, and then
Yep.
I've hatched super chocolates that have had that head shake, and then
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had super chocolates that are completely normal. You'd never know anything else.
Oh,
But
you had
wait.
super chocolates with it? Dang,
yeah,
I didn't know
it's
that.
all
And then-
the whole complex.
Yeah.
The whole
It's all
complex.
in that same spider complex, like blackhead, spot nose, cypress, chocolate, Wookie, all that
Yep.
stuff's in that same family. And I mean, I don't know if it's. I wouldn't be surprised to see chocolate spot nose with a little bit of it. You know, like
Right.
anything when
Actually,
you like
the-
mix those complexes together. But
this-
we turn a blind eye because chocolate spot nose is
Yeah.
so cool looking, right?
Right.
Like, we
Cypress
have a
spot
little
nose-
bit of hypocritical, you know.
Yeah, my chocolate spot nose stuff don't wobble. I do have a Powerball though.
Yeah, I
Oh.
just
That's
had
the-
chocolate spot
like,
nose and it seems fine.
He is-
Yep, and majority are, right? Like majority will be totally fine. But I shouldn't say chocolate spot nose. I've never seen that combo wobble.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you like the alleles, like if you have like a blackhead spot nose doesn't seem to wobble. Cypress spot nose
Right.
doesn't seem to wobble. But super cypress, super chocolate, super spot nose, super blackhead, any of those have the
Yeah.
the
definitely.
ability to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, my super spot nose, he wobbles like crazy, like the loopiest snake that I got. But he eats well and he breathes
Yep.
well.
Another
First-
great looking snake too.
Amazing.
Well,
looking.
he had ivory too, so I don't even know like really what he looks like.
Oh,
He's
Powerball.
like an ivory Powerball Ultramale Krypton.
So do you only know he's Powerball because he wobbles?
Oh, he was testing. But you could definitely tell, like, oh, he's got to have some kind of wobble gene.
The worst wobble I've ever seen was chocolate spider. Like
Really?
that to get.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
my god, dude! Like it was.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
bad.
But like that
Okay.
male, the reason I like that male so much, because from a breeding perspective, it's a quad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll never make the a wobble animal from there because it's all going to be just spot nose, yellow belly, whatever's,
Yeah.
like when you breed the allelic that's wobbling, whatever you breed it to, you're not going to make the allelic animal again. So,
Yeah. Unless
It
I
doesn't-
breed it to like another one.
and like, yeah, exactly. Like Kinger
And I
made
wouldn't do
some,
Not
Kinger
intentional.
made some acid hidden gene Woma fire red stripe something clowns with spot nose, and the hidden gene Woma made them crazy as hell. And he goes, "Man, I'm just gonna freeze these things." I'm like, "Hey, those things are powerful. What are you doing? Like, you're not gonna make retards, you know? they may wobble themselves."
Have you guys seen any of the cross alleles wobble? So like chocolate spot nose, chocolates. There's cypress spot nose.
That one did. The hidden gene Woma with the spot nose did.
Hidden G1 with spot nose did. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I've
I've
made
always-
chocolate spot
It's-
nose, chocolate cypress, Wookie cypress, and those all seem fine. I've not had at least nothing I've noticed, but the supers definitely seem to.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you? What is your incubation temp? What are you doing on that?
Me, I'm about 88.
Okay. So I was at 90, and then I dropped mine to 88. So at 90, I had all kind of wobble. Whenever I was first started doing this, I was at 90, trying to get those eggs to hatch early. It's not a race, man. It's a marathon. So I lowered the temps, 88. And then I started getting to where like any spiders, spot nose, chocolates, anything that has a wobble complex, champagnes, my Hingy Walmas possibility, anything like that, I incubate those at 86. When I do that,
Really?
I have a lot less issues. Yep. It takes them anywhere from 70 to 72 days to hatch. But I mean, dude, they're there.
That's interesting.
Never
Yeah.
thought about changing the temps for that
Yep.
particular problem.
So-
you know?
Anything that I ever do when it comes to wobbles and stuff, I just hatched out some triplets. So Hidden G Woma Phantom triplet Trigos puzzles. Just hatch those out. No wobbles, no issues like that. But 86. I just take them all longer.
Yeah, and I feel like that's worth the wait.
You put them in a
Yeah.
separate incubator.
Yeah, I did. And then also I can also knock it down to where I have my fans going for the top half of my incubator because I've got it's a 4.5 foot tall incubator. So if I leave it bottom, it'll be about 87, 86 kind of thing. It doesn't get all the heat to the bottom. So then I'll just kind of block it off and I'll just have all the fans shooting up. So it'll run 86, 87 kind of thing. And that's typically for me, it works out pretty good.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I added fans to my hot box because I don't think the 1 or 2 fans does it. So I have 2 blowing up and 2 blowing back.
No.
You know.
Yeah, I got
I
2
had to
going
add
down my
fans to
heat
my
stage.
hot box too.
About
Yeah,
how many wobble
that's it.
clutches have you hatched, like at the lower tip, or about how many snakes?
None. I mean, I've probably hatched out 15, 20 at least.
15,
I've been
20
doing that
clutches and none wobble.
at least. Yeah, no wobbles. I mean, I started that in 2019 because I had a clutch come out in 2019. Man, they were so messed up. It was Injuwama Spider Complex. Because, dude, I was like, okay. I saw Kevin showed one a picture, and I was like, I've got to try it, see if I can do it. I got to have it. Didn't work. They came out, man. You talk about just slapping themselves against the cage. I mean, it was. I had to put them down. It was bad. So then after that, I was like, all right, let me knock it down to 86. I did a different temp. I did another spider clutch. Same dad that fathered that one. No issues. And I was like, okay, let me try it again. And I tried it again in 20, and I've just kind of further from there. So normally I move the stuff up in the incubator because the top of it's hotter than the bottom. And if these guys, I leave them at the bottom, they stay regulated 86, 87, and it's pretty good.
I mean, 15 plus clutches, that's a pretty good sample size.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And how much longer did it take?
It's anywhere from 70 to 72 days. If you're at 86 degrees, it's about 70, 72. If it's 87, you're looking at about 67, 69 kind of degree. You're about that. So if you're used to cutting on day 55, just let them ride.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You basically wait 2 weeks for no wobble.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have heard stuff
I
that's
just-
incubated at a lower temperature will come out a bit more robust and like strong.
I can't say that. I can show that I just had some spider. I just had 2 exanthic spiders this year. I just patched out. No wobble. They were tiny babies, but so I can't say nothing about that. But
Did
they
you
were
keep
tiny.
any of that stuff back?
Huh?
Did you keep any of that stuff back?
No, I didn't keep those back. I've got a GHI combo that I ended up keeping a couple years ago. So I was like, I'll keep it in that, and it's an exanthic stuff. So that's the only stuff I've got spider left in is exanthic. Man, everything happened, nobody wants it, so it's kind of hard to keep in your collection. I keep one animal, so I've got it. So just in case their popularity comes back again, I've still got it. But
I always think about that. Like, am I going to be able to find a spider again? Like,
Dude,
try to
right.
find a
Find
plain
one.
desert. Remember
yeah,
desert?
yo, dude, I got burned on that project. Man,
It's
that
still
would
cool though. I would still like to just try it once, and you
Yep.
can't even find it.
Yeah, dude, Carmel albino.
You guys have any normals? Not just normal.
Yes,
No,
I have
heck
a
no.
normal. I have my original girl
I
that I
don't.
got. That's a normal. Yep, I do.
Yeah,
Nope.
I don't have any. No.
I don't.
Basic,
I may
basic
have
is all
hatched some,
Yeah.
but this year.
I've hit a few normals on like they'd be like 1 in 128 odds to hit.
Yeah, it's not often I hit a normal,
Yeah.
but again, we're
Yeah,
once in
you-
a while.
I've hit.
You know
some
what's
of those.
sad?
Crush the eyes
We-
in the wrong way.
Yeah.
We'd have
It's like
to
I'm almost
catch
happy
them all.
sometimes. It's like, all right.
Oh, people are excited to see a normal. I mean, that's kind of a weird thing. Nobody sees them anymore.
Yeah,
I
that's where it all
don't
started.
see anything like the normals that I used to import in when I worked at a reptile distributor in like 2001 and 2. The normals were so pretty with all these different patterns, and now we just have the most boring normals I've ever seen.
Yeah, they were.
They're all just byproducts. They were not inchies. But I mean, there used to be a wider array of phenotypes of plain normals, and now it's
Right.
just kind of basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I
Yeah,
don't
desert
know.
was that's the best gene that never went anywhere.
I
Man,
had a black.
Yeah, like Antoine built this whole collection around desert when he
Yeah.
first started.
Yep.
A lot of guys did, man. That was my first
Is it-
like real wake up call in BallPythons. I bought a desert and that was kind of my first like, who's Justin? Like I was breeding deserts and then
Yeah.
he posted something on Bush League and it was like, oh, by the way, they're
Yep.
infertile. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Females
I got
don't
5
breed.
clutches in the incubator. Like, come on.
Yep.
Didn't Desert stall out Desert Ghost for a little bit because they
yeah.
were getting
It
them
did.
confused?
Because of the name.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
because
had
of the
so
name.
many people reach out, be like, dude, why are you breeding those? They're not gonna breed. Why are you buying those? It's like, you need to do a little more homework, man, because they're not the same thing.
Was it you
Yeah.
who just started calling it DG to kind of get away from that? It was somebody who I talked to.
No,
It was
people just call it. I don't know, DG. It was just, it's
Came
always
from
been
the-
just the
bells, didn't
easier
it?
way to.
If I say the
Yeah.
Bells came out with that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
always
bell-
just been like the acronym, like easier way to, like, instead of blackhead, people put BH. Just
yeah. I
DG
thought
is
somebody
easier
had
to
mentioned that
type
they
and-
start like intentionally just referring to it as DG to kind of keep it separated from the
Probably.
whole desert stigma.
I wouldn't
Some
doubt
people
that.
tried
though.
to
I can't remember
change
who I
the
heard that from.
name.
I heard it from somebody.
But that was one of that one actually worked out really well in my favor, because so many people were like, no, I don't do Desert Ghost because the desert thing.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew the whole time. People were telling me they wouldn't lay eggs, and I'm having clutch after clutch after clutch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, they're laying eggs, and
Not the same
I've heard
thing.
the same thing with tri-stripe, that tri-stripes don't lay eggs. And I've had probably a dozen tri-stripes lay eggs for me now. And I'm like, dude, yeah, they do.
Yeah,
that's what I heard when I
in the
first got in,
incubator
too.
right now. I don't know how those like rumors start. It's because it's such a weird one. It's like,
I wonder if it's like people just trying to keep the project on the down low for a little
The
bit.
desert's the only one that I can think of where like the females are truly infertile.
Right.
Black belly too. Remember
Scale
black
Scaleless.
belly?
Yeah. I had that. I
It
had
was the
that
same.
too.
I
Yeah,
had
the
that
scaleless
too.
too, right?
Yep, Scaleless the same way.
True,
Is
I
there
had,
any
a couple.
infertility issues with caramel albinos, or is it just kinky?
Oh, bro, it's
Slugs-
kinky, man. Let me tell you,
slugs
they'll
and
breed
kinky.
their asses off, but they kink like a mother.
Yeah.
I produced a puzzle caramel albino. Didn't know that I had pos head in it. Didn't think it was anything. And I cut the egg, and I'm like, God, dude, this is cool. What is that? Well, caramel albino, and it's a kinked up puzzle. So I was like, yay, cool.
It's too bad because I think caramel's the best T positive.
It is
It
100%.
In my opinion, I like it more than
It
Monarch
is.
and Ultramel.
Even
You put
as
hypo in
adults,
that, you put
they
Desert
glow.
Ghost in
Dude.
that, they look so good. But
I have
you guys
an adult-
ever-
they have issues.
I have
You
an
guys
adult
ever see
female.
the Camarillos back in the day? That was
Yeah.
the ultra
Yep.
caramel
Yeah.
cross.
Yep.
That was
Yep.
awesome.
I made some
This
double
girl-
het Ultramel Monarchs.
Ugh.
Don't ask me why, just because I could. But and I didn't know what to do with them. So it's like I'll just
I guess we'll see if it does something or not.
Yeah. who knows?
What?
How long ago
made the
was that?
double hats, or you made the visual?
They're double hets.
Okay.
They're about they're blackhead calico double het monarch ultramels. They're about size now. I'll probably
Okay.
breed them this year. I think
So
I'm gonna
we'll
go for
know-
the
we'll know soon,
super,
hopefully.
super blackhead ultramel monarch and see. Watch it be like just crazy. It's gonna
Yep.
be stupid.
That's what I was thinking.
Who knows,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah.
Some like crazy kind of like just caramelly color.
Dude, if you can get that
Go.
purple that's in these caramels as an adult, it's insane.
Oh, dude. That was honestly that's the snake that got me into ball pythons was the caramel glow.
Yep.
Yeah, that thing was pretty.
Oh, dude, Mark Mandick had one, and that's how I kind of started. I bought snakes from a pet store, and then went home and Googled ball python and ball python care, and Mandick's site came up, and I saw that, and was like, bro, why doesn't mine look like this? Like, this is crazy. And I went down to Mark's and bought caramel pinstripes and het caramels, and away we went. And that was like my first like real project was caramel albino. Yeah.
And they were all too happy to sell them to you too.
Yeah, although I did really well with them. You know, I had some pretty good odds, and I was in my university dorm room and hatched some caramel albinos and posted them online, and some guy made me an offer I absolutely could not say no to while I was in university. And he showed up to get them, and I was like kicking like beer cans out of the way. I was like, yeah, come on in. And, yeah, and sold him some caramels, and put rims on my car, paid tuition. Yeah, it was.
So we'll ask a question here. Like, what are y'all's thoughts on the scrambler puzzle? I didn't see it.
I mean, I think it's going to be really good.
Oh, Chris
Hernan made them.
Chris made one.
Yeah.
Barry, what do you think about that?
I don't know that scrambler's a thing myself. To me, I feel like it's either calicos or het pieds or something that gives it the look. I don't think it's a gene, but that's my opinion. So I don't try to shove it down anyone's throat or anything.
I mean,
I honestly don't
He
know.
made those recently.
Yeah, he just made them this year.
Okay.
He did an inchy, was it inchy orange dream combo?
Had him
Scramble.
at
It was
Daytona.
vanilla.
Calico.
It was a vanilla inchy orange dream yellow belly puzzle, and then one was like a calico inchy yellow belly puzzle. And I tried to help him ID them a little bit, and I was like, I'll leave the scrambler thing to you because I don't know shit about scrambler.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly I don't I haven't like looked at them closely enough to offer.
I mean, whatever's going on in that snake, it looks really, really good because I seen it in Daytona.
Right, the orange is
Yeah,
flame. It's really
a
good.
great looking snake for sure. I
Yeah.
feel like that one was calico also. I feel like a lot of the stuff he has is calico, but he
Dude,
says it
calico
isn't,
entry.
and there's no calico test. But I mean, for all I know, he's breeding super calicos at this point, and everything's calico, and he's just saying they're scrambler. But I don't know.
I see one on Morph Market now, puzzle scrambler, inchy calico.
Yeah.
Positive
So,
high OD.
I mean, most
Yeah,
of the
that's it.
scrambler stuff is what Mandix Pied stuff, and then his stuff seems to usually have to do with calico. So I
Right.
don't know, but almost every orange dream, yellow belly, anything I've made in the past looks like a scrambler animal. So
I'll say
I don't know.
I've been to Mark's plenty of times and looked at some of that stuff, and the scrambler pied stuff that he's shown me definitely looks like there's something there. It's like it's banded like a. I don't know. It's not. I don't even know what to compare it to. It's like it's got this crazy banding in the pied. It's throwing like pattern back into pied, which I was like, damn, if you can do that, that's great.
Well,
That's impressive. Yep.
We have
Yeah.
some that we thought were inchies and they weren't inchies, so we just started calling them fake inchies, and then people are saying those are scramblers. So I don't know. Maybe it's a thing, or maybe it's a
Maybe you
phenotype
have it. You don't know
thing.
it.
Like, well, almost everyone I think has scrambler in their collection.
I think so.
Well,
At this point.
that's the problem, right? Like Mark had started showing like some of the combos he'd made, and then it felt like everybody was like, "Oh, scrambler, 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 this, scrambler, that," and I was talking, I've talked to Mark about it, and I was like, "Is all these guys have it?" And he's like, "I don't know, who knows."
Yeah, that was one of my big
so-
things with it too. Like I saw the animals that Chris had, I saw the animals that Mark had, or some of the animals, I should say. And a lot of stuff like with some really nice looking animals. But then all of a sudden, like I feel like everybody popping up. Oh, I got scrambler, or you got scrambler.
Well, there's
like
always
that too, right? Cryptic was like that too.
someone jumping on the bus for the money grab. They're gonna follow.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So Hernan's doing really well with it, so everyone else is jumping on like, oh yeah, I got it too, and
because I saw a
then
snake in one of my hatcheries the other day. It has to have scrambler. It just has to.
Has to have it.
I don't know, man. It might be a thing, maybe it's not. Will it ever test as something? I don't know. I mean, Hernan makes great stuff. He's doing a great job of line breeding, all that stuff.
Great
Insane
guy.
animals.
I love what he does. I just don't know the first thing about scrambler, and I've been making stuff that looks like that forever, and just kind of put it off as what Het Pied does or what Orange Dream Yellow Belly reacts like. But
I say because all mine that I have that looks like that came from my sugar stuff. So it's all hypo sugar. It's all so I mean like that sugar puzzle I hatched. Dude, is that it? Like I mean that thing was pink and orange. It's still cool looking. So
yeah. No, it was
That's
great
a gene
animal,
that works
so.
great with puzzle too. Is sugar?
Oh,
Those sugar puzzles are amazing looking.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was
calico
taking
and
one I hatched
sugar are gonna make a big climb in puzzle. I think that would be the next thing I'd be adding.
Yep, I say
I
I got a boy ready to go this upcoming season for 26.
Yeah.
I'm tickled. So
Calico puzzle, yeah, that's a cool one. I don't have any calico in puzzle yet.
no,
Yeah,
sugar.
I'm raising one up.
Calico sugar, yeah, same.
Yeah, same. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
lineages probably go back somewhere different, but
Well, they were a little different. Like the flora fauna calicos,
Absolutely.
have the more look,
The more
like
white.
what?
Yep.
No, the more white's supposed to be sugar, from what I heard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mine are more white, so
Yeah,
mine is
yeah.
full sugar.
Yeah, the floric faunas were like all the orange and the scrambler type look stuff.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that Chris is working with is
Right.
more. But I don't know. I never knew if they were different lines. I don't think anyone's got a calico test yet. So
That's a very
I don't think so.
underrated gene as well. Underappreciated.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Calico and sugar.
it's great in puzzle, and I think it should be added. If you don't have it already, you should be added.
Send me one,
That's why
Barry. Send me
I
one.
see I only have one. I see a
Well, send
few
it
for
to me.
sale. I
They
see
got
a
a few.
few for I see a few like what there was a blackhead calico puzzle combo online, and some other one that some guy had. They're just sitting there. They're probably still online. I'm like, why are these sitting here?
Yeah.
But on Morph Market, you know.
That's I just hatched out a cinnamon sugar puzzle, little female. So I'm like, all right, I'll sit back on that one. That's just a building block.
Yeah, I have a yellow belly calico, and it's het hypo because I used a pastel calico puzzle to make that. Now I have the het hypo, so now I can go somewhere with it. But all the stuff I want to put it to has yellow belly.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if you've seen the Mirage gene from Tim, but it's like a yellow belly. He found it in his ivory. It came out of an ivory. It's a Mirage gene that Tim Bailey found in his collection. I just hatched out a Mirage. It was a super pastel Mirage puzzle. Hatched that one out. So it's got like the yellow belly pattern to it, but there's no super. So there's no white snake that I have to worry about. So they're just a really neat jacked up pattern around the belly. It's really kind of crazy.
Oh, so there is no.
Does it behave in combos like similar to yellow belly a lot?
Oh yeah, if you look back at Tim's website, you go back in like 2013, 2014, you'll see like a super pastel yellow belly Mirage. Man, the flames that come up through the back. So the dorsaline is basically where it separates the pattern. The flame will go from the side like a yellow belly would, but it carries all the way through the back dorsal and carries to the other side. I mean, it's just a sweet pattern. So I just hatched that one out. I'm like, all right, I can add that into things that like the yellow belly pattern, but it just doesn't have the ivory super.
So you can mix it with yellow belly.
Does it have a super at all?
Perfect.
I don't, man, I have tried, and there's about, Tim's tried, I've tried, there's about 5 or 6 other people that have tried several years. Nothing. So, I mean, I've just, nothing's happened, or if it is, it's not one of those that says, oh my God, look, it's a super. I mean, I
yellow
think
belly
it's
complex type thing.
right.
It's like a
No, it's nothing like that. Right.
Okay.
So I've got a chance of making those in Xanthics in 15 days. So we'll see if that works. So I might have more Xanthic puzzles in that. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully you hit something.
No, I'd love to. Trust me.
I'd like to see you hit more Xanthic puzzles. Period. That's a cool thing that I've never got into with Xanthics, but everybody seems to love them. They seem to be good sellers, and I like what they do. I don't have that project.
So the thing with Xanthic for me, I think took the longest was just the line breeding. I mean, you got to think, John, he pretty much made the market for Xanthics with the SKS line. I mean, it was just like, dude, that was the pillar. If your animals look that clean, that's what you're looking like. So I strive to do that. So at this point, I've got my animals to where they are pure whites, pure blacks. And while they get to the adult, they're looking amazing. So basically, I've just been sitting back, just hoarding stuff back, and I'm going to get to play with that now going forward. So, but
you have VPI, right?
Yeah, I got VPI. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I've seen a few Xanthic puzzles. You made a pastel one, and there's a couple others out there. But man, the Trugos and stuff, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, but I've made 5 I made 5 of those exactly at this point. So
okay,
I've got a few Xanthic puzzles on the ground.
Any of you guys working with leopard in your puzzle stuff? Does it always stripe out?
Most of mine does.
I like it with Enchi. Leopard Enchi puzzles.
Yeah.
You seem to like break up that striping.
And since I have het pied in mine, I feel like the het pied ones are stripier than the non-het pied ones.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed.
Few leopard Enchi puzzle combos, and they look. I think they look pretty good.
Yeah. Leopard surprised me when I made leopard puzzles.
I still.
I didn't think it was going to stripe it.
I still prefer to me the spot nose puzzles my favorite so far. I'd like to see like Super Hurricane. I always try.
Oh, Hurricane I think is going to be great with puzzle. I want to see that.
I've seen a few. a few.
Prague made some combos, right?
I seen a trick puzzle. Jason had one, but
dude, that straight trick puzzle was like my favorite one so far.
Yeah,
just the straight, and then you can go the super and all that sort of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like Hurricane has like been used in clown all this time, and I never really caught on to it or paid attention to it, and now I'm starting to see more stuff. So now I'm like really on board with Hurricane.
Yep.
Yeah. I like Hurricane. It's probably one of my favorite genes, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hurricane is dope.
I'm doing some like
Yeah, it
weird
works with
puzzle
everything.
stuff. I got some double het zebra puzzles growing up. No idea what that'll do.
I got some that are gonna hatch out. So
Zebra
the double heads.
double
Oh,
hets.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
the double heads hatching
Well,
out.
hypo zebra puzzles, triple heads.
Triple heads. Yeah.
I feel like that's a gene that's catching on
Yeah.
really good now too.
Barry, do you have puzzles that are not hypo?
Yeah, but they're het hypo.
Okay, so you don't have any just like puzzles.
No, there's no point. I really like
Yeah.
hypo that much. If there's something like paint. Now I'm working really hard in paint. It had to be
Paint,
hypo.
yeah.
So I finally made a hypo paint, and that's my building block because everyone overlooks hypo. Where's the hypo monsoon? Like it's annoying me. Everyone puts it in clown and then they forget about it.
Yep.
Like cryptic. Cryptic's forgotten about. I have a hypo cryptic. I'm like, I can't even find another one to breed it to if I wanted to. So I'm like, I'm just gonna work with it, see what it does. But hypo is just always the forgotten stepsister, but it's the best gene that doesn't ruin anything.
Yes, it is.
Chad Walker's pretty well along in that project, puzzle paint.
Yeah,
He's got like puzzle het paint like adults now. So
yeah, I hope
Nice.
it'll be good because I'm really pushing into do puzzle paint stuff. So
yeah. I think it has potential. Who knows? Who knows what it'll do?
I don't know, but I like to go to the unknown because I get bored.
Me too.
So
Me too.
Yeah,
I
the
think
paint
that's what
stuff.
we've
That's
all
another
done.
gene. That's another gene that's been catching my eye a lot lately. Just the paint stuff. I know Matt working it real heavy. I just
they were.
I don't want to
worthless
get into
like
a
3
new
years
project
ago, or 4 years
because of
ago.
the space. Say again.
Dude, paints, dude, you couldn't give them away.
Yeah, they were
No.
worthless
Paint.
about 4 years
Yep.
ago before the paint
like
clown.
2015, 16, 17, like you literally could not sell them.
Well, it was kind of the same thing with DG, man. You couldn't do the same thing whenever the whole desert stuff came out.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted them.
It just shows this market's so like flavor of the week, you know? It
Yeah.
changes. What
Yeah.
people want changes so much. But if you're out there building a collection and you're talking about like flavor of the week, you're gonna make any like real strides. You gotta
You
pick
gotta-
a project
You
and
got to stick
develop
with
them.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait your turn.
You'll be out in 5 years. That's kind of how that goes. If you don't have a
Yeah.
vision for yourself, you'll be out in 5 years.
You're all over the
Yeah.
map. It's just not gonna work.
Yeah, you
out.
can't
I've
just
seen it
follow.
100 times, right?
Yep.
I mean, we all have. We've seen guys come in and
That's
they want to
it.
get this and they get this and get this and get this, and none of it like meshes with each other. You're not like
Nope.
developing a project and like showing people like your vision with it, and
Right.
you're just, you know.
I actually
And then-
acquired a lav puzzle project, and it's ready to go, like a breeder male and 3 double het females. And I'm like,
Yeah.
everyone's not into lavender, but I'm like, I still kind of want to play with it and make something with it.
All right. I bred a lavender puzzle male this year. I just
Yeah,
been
so
that
you're-
one kind of on the back burner, just like, you know, just fucking with it. We'll see what happens.
Just play with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly,
I've never had a lavender. I haven't had albinos in 15 years. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know. I acquired it on trade, and I'm like, I've always wanted to see someone do something with it. At this moment, I think there's just lavender and pastel lavender. I don't
Yeah,
think
pretty
they've
much.
done anything else with it. So
Yeah.
Nope.
So I've just been putting them into some like random stuff that I think would look good in lav.
yeah,
Because lav clowns look good, and we know we can get pattern in puzzles,
Yeah.
so we should.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
see why we wouldn't be able to get some wicked looking.
well,
Lavender
maybe we
puzzle.
can collaborate on that in the future. Well,
Well, it won't be too far away. Shipping
Yeah.
should be cheap. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot
Yeah.
easier now.
Yeah.
Be a lot
for
closer.
sure, for sure. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like dead end genes come back. They come back.
Everything.
You just gotta
Nose
wait your
was-
turn.
Spot nose was trash until Justin bred it to a leopard clown.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
Well, look at Red Stripe. It was the same way.
Yeah, yeah.
clown,
when I first got in,
got
people was hating on hypo.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Hypo's
They still
always
hate
been
on
hated.
hypo.
It's
Yeah, they
always
still
been hated.
Actively.
Yeah.
Actively hating on it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember people talking shit about clown. We saw like clown, pastel lesser clown, and then people were like, "Oh, it's just a striped snake," and it wasn't really until Justin came with like leopard and spot nose and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really started to like show clown that's when clown took off.
Dude, clown's been out
Yeah.
since like 1994.
Yeah,
Like, that's
man.
when
Way
the
before-
VPI made the first one, I think.
Yeah. Pied was a big one when I got in. Clown was really not.
Pied
Yeah.
and
I bought
albino
an adult
were the
clown
big ones.
female in like 2009 for like $1,000.
Mhm.
Like people would just kind of like get rid of them. You know what I mean? I could have sold that
Yeah.
same female in 2018 for 3,000. You know,
Yep.
after getting 8 clutches out of her, like it's yeah. So
Yep.
everything comes back around, man, and
It does.
let's just work the projects that
Yeah, you
like.
just have to find like, hey, no one's done anything with this. What can I do with it?
What can you
You got to
separate
be
yourself from?
intrinsically. Yeah, you got to be intrinsically motivated on this shit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like you have to separate yourself in the project, and no matter what it was, you got to separate yourself. So,
Yeah.
like I said, that's why I did Xanthic Puzzle. It took me a while because it took me 7 years to hit the first double visual, but it is what it is.
And honestly, like I've tried to explain this to a couple guys before. It's like people are like, well, I want to work with stuff that everybody wants. And I'm like, yeah, cool, but you're producing 80 babies a year. You only need to make stuff that 80 other people want. You know, like realistically, if you're producing 2,000 babies a year, probably cover the whole market, right? But most of us aren't doing that. And like I only produce maybe 300 babies a year. And if that some years, this year I won't even hit that. And I don't need to do what everybody else likes. I need to do what I like and hope that there's 200 other people that are also interested in what I'm doing. And if that's
I only do 20 to 30 clutches.
Yeah, right. Like
This
I've never been big batch, and I never will be. Like 100 clutches is like my absolute max. There's no way you're gonna see me doing 200, 250. No fucking way, man. No way.
No.
I did 90 one year, and I felt like I was drowning.
That's crazy.
I
I can't
did
even.
1 year, and I was like, nah. I did 72.
I just felt like a rodent breeder. I was like, I just live in the rat room, and then I get to feed snakes once a week. It's like, it's just not for me,
Yeah, that's why I came up with the jander term. I'm just a jander. That's all I am. And that's something else that people don't realize either, man. They get in this, they think animals are great. They get into it, they have 30 of them, and everything's great. And then they realize that food bill, and they realize how much feeding and how much cleaning and all that extra time you got to put in. It's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Not at all.
Well,
It's a lot of grinding.
You can go from 30 females to, 200 snakes like that in a span of a month or two when they all hatch. And all of a sudden you're doing 10 times the amount of cleaning. And you need 10 times the rodents and 10 times the deli cups and all the bedding. And sometimes people get in over their heads really easy with this. Really
it's
easy.
not for the
I think I had 14 clutches last year, and for me that felt like too much. I only paired 10 females this year.
It can be a lot when they all hatch at the same time. It does get to be much.
Yeah, well, I had 5 clutches go in 1 week.
Especially depending on like what else you got going on in life too. If you got something else that's taking up a lot of your time, like it become a balancing act. Crazy.
The year we did 90 was the year we were building a new building. And I was just like, this is crazy. Like this is insane. It was too much. But honestly, the longer every year that goes by, the longer and longer I've been in this. I used to try and chase what was hot and make the hot combo and then try and get on that. And the longer and longer I've done this, the more and more I realize like just work yours projects. They always end up selling out anyway. So what the fuck does it matter?
Yeah.
So work the stuff you want to see. And that term curiosity killed the cat. That's me to a T, man. I always I wonder what this will do, and then I make a bunch of bullshit, and I'm like, man, that's like I do that all the time. But that's why I breed ball pythons, because of the unknown, and try and find something that's every once in a while you find something really cool.
It's living art.
You got to put it to work.
It is lots of fun. No question.
It's a living art. That's all it is. You do your artwork.
Educated guessing.
Yeah. Crazy how far it's changed though. So much has changed. Like now we're shed testing and genetic testing. It's crazy where the industry's come, and I'm excited for the next 10 years. 10 years ago,
I can only imagine. I can only imagine how much it's evolved for like guys like you guys, because how much it's evolved for me, and I've only been around since like 2020. And how much it's evolved since then.
Yeah.
Dude, I can imagine the evolution that you guys have seen.
Yeah, you came in.
You guys talk about 50K bananas, and I'm like mind blown over that. I'm like, what?
Try finding reptiles before the internet.
Did you ever get your emails and you get your letter that came to you in the mail? That's what you used to get.
Oh,
I wasn't around
I'd go
for
to
that.
Daytona.
What about
and I would
that?
get
I wasn't
price
around for
lists,
that.
and
I
you'd
had
mail for
I had
price
email.
lists. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had email. But
Yeah.
I was around for like the BP.net, Bush League Breeders, all that.
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
thing. I was around
Heard
for
about
all of
that, too.
that, and
Yeah.
then
I-
transitioned onto Facebook, and that social media blew up, and then onto Morph Market, and John built Morph Market, and that whole
Right.
like progression of things is
Morph Market really did a lot of good stuff for us. I mean, we had King Snake and stuff, but man, it wasn't like Morph Market.
No, social media has done the most. I've never
Yeah.
seen it grow like it has since social media.
yeah.
Right.
That's why I have social media. I wasn't into social media. I didn't want it. I only have it for snakes.
That's
and,
it,
and
dude.
then, and then now scrolling like an idiot, but
Yeah.
I didn't
you
want it.
You won't. If you go to find some picture of me or something on my personal page, you won't find it. I don't have it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't like to put too much
post a lot,
personal
period.
stuff.
People are
It's all animals.
Odds gods that people are producing triple visuals their second season. It's a new game. Yeah, it's true. But
Yeah.
those same people can't ID basic yellow belly combos.
Right.
It's like we have gone like skipped the whole thing, and you're like, I don't know what anything is. Thank God for shed testing. Pretty soon it's gonna be like a fortune cookie, right? It's just gonna come out with a label on it. Stick it on the bin and put it in the.
Pretty soon we'll have AI identifying everything for us.
Yeah.
Right.
We just test the egg and sell the egg.
I was asking Charlie. I was like, theoretically, right? You could take fluid from the egg and you could tell me what it is before it hatches.
Yeah.
And he's like, I mean,
Yeah.
in
In
theory,
theory,
we could.
yeah.
And I'm
In
like,
theory.
all right, I'm gonna send you a whole bunch of.
Let's do a bunch of vials. Like,
Little syringes.
should I incubate this one?
Is it worth it?
Should I incubate? Is this
And
worth
then
it?
Gmail, just like, nope.
You're gonna start finding stud fees and stuff. That'll be the next thing.
Right.
I'm surprised
Right.
we haven't got to that yet.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you.
It's definitely doable. I was reading about artificial insemination in snakes, and they did it with berms.
Yeah.
And I imagine that's the next kind of.
That would be pretty
thing.
close.
I wouldn't be surprised. Barry can send me some of
Because-
that calico,
Well,
a cat bottle of that calico puzzle stuff, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there you go.
Is that where it's going to
Yeah,
kind of
what
head
kind of
to? So less animals.
Hey guys, I gotta find a charger for the phone. I didn't know we were gonna be on this one.
Okay,
Uh,
man. So, what kind of
I'll be
impact
right
you think
back.
that'll have on the market?
what?
For what?
Like, say if we
did
got to the
eggs.
point to where we could like artificially inseminate snakes. Like, I feel like everybody will start buying it and doing it, and then boom, we go from 40,000 on Morph Market to 120,000. Like,
Well, you would. I mean, the basically, I imagine your stud fees would cost the most, and then you'd run into the. How many realistic times will you think and every stud feed? Like my grandfather used to raise quarter horses, so I kind of know a little bit about the whole stud feed thing, how it works. So the thing is, not every single time would that work. Well, you weren't on the hook. That wasn't his fault that it didn't take. So if that's the situation you're into, is there a guarantee with that, or is there no guarantee? Like, is there the next phase in this is kind of where you're going, and that's kind of a slippery slope.
I don't know where we're gonna go. I don't know what the next phase is. I mean, there's thing with this, like especially with AI and where technology is going, is I don't know if we can even predict. Artificial insemination sounds like one that's like quite reasonable, something that we could do, I'm sure. But I don't know, man. I mean, if you had said 10 years ago when I was getting in, you could just send in your shed and they'd tell you exactly what's in the snake, I'd be like, you're out of your fucking mind. And here we are, sending sheds to Charlie and RGI every week. So don't know.
Yep.
Don't know. It's an interesting thought. Where does the market go? I think we're gonna go back to like a lot more, not so much like right now the market's definitely in like stack recessives, like just stack them to the ceiling and get as many recessives as you can. But I don't think there's not that many quads that I think are gonna be like stunning. There's a handful for sure. There's a handful that will be awesome.
Right, you gotta have codons.
Got to.
Yeah.
And I've said this on lots of podcasts.
I mean, even with
before,
some codoms could wash them all out too, though.
But
Right.
why aren't we like double stacking codoms? Why aren't we like a DG clown?
Like supers,
is a homozygous DG, homozygous clown. What if we do super hurricane white lace? You know, it's just a double super. And then
Yeah.
you add
Right.
spot nose to that and yellow belly to that. And that's your new like spot nose, yellow belly.
It's just as hard to make. It's the same.
It's the exact same
technically.
model.
Exact same math.
And with shed testing, all recessives are incomplete dominance that we can pay to find out.
Yeah.
So
Right.
realistically, the odds work the exact same way. Het clown works the same way pastel does. You breed one het clown, you just can't see it. Where before we could see with pastel. Now I pay Charlie and he tells you these are het clowns, these ones aren't. And so we can stack recessives like real fast now. I took a quad het DG Xanthic monsoon clown. Took a male, I bought a male from Justin, bred it to a DG clown, and made a DG clown that tested double het Xanthic monsoon.
Mm-hmm.
In order for me to do that normally, that would have been like
4 or 5 years. Man.
Like 10 years, man, to like actually do that. You know?
Breeding, yeah.
I was like, you're talking 4 or 5 years
exactly
just to find
what
out
you
you
got.
got what you got.
Exactly.
And then to try and figure out what it is and all this. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff where I've been like, the shed testing thing has like been like, oh boy. But it's also like great for advancing projects. The ultimate end winner are the people walking around at shows being like, oh, look at all these pretty snakes I can get. Because pretty soon DJ Xanthic clowns, like it, people call me crazy for saying this, but there will be a point where DJ Xanthic clowns end up in a wholesale box, and DJ Xanthic puzzles do, and Super Orange Dream Cypress Spot Nose puzzles.
Oh yeah,
do,
it all ends up there at one point.
They all end up there, man.
all go to that at some point. So I think the real trick moving forward is to like really focus on stuff that's like jaw-droppingly nice. And
Exactly.
that's subjective, right?
Yep.
Like some people like
I mean,
puzzle, some people like Ultramel, and hate everything. It just depends on. Yeah,
you know
I
what
think-
brings you down to earth is when you talk to your friends that aren't into snakes and you show them pictures of something and they're like, why is that one worth any money? And you're like, well, to us it is, but to you, it's like darker and uglier than this banana. But
dude, I have people come over and I'll like open up like a DG Hypo Clown bin or like these stuff that I'm like super happy for. And then I'll open up like a pie and they're like, whoa, what is that?
Show a non-snake person a bell.
And sometimes we do.
Exactly.
Sometimes we do buy a morph just because it's new and something to work with, and it's actually not that nice. You know what I mean? Compared to the stuff we could get.
Yep.
I can think of a lot of like just super OD calico stuff or chocolate spot nose stuff or cypress red stripe stuff. Like you could go down those roads for a long time, and I think you're gonna make. If it passes that grandma test, like if my mom comes in and I show her two snakes and I'm like, which one's cooler? She's like, oh, that's cypress red stripe. That one's really pretty. And then there's a DJ Xanthic sitting beside it. And she's like, yeah, I don't like that one. I'm like, but this is a DJ Xanthic double hat clown pied. And she's like, here's
okay.
You might as well be speaking Mandarin to me. I don't know what that means,
Meanwhile, they're looking at a spider highway and they're going, "Oh my god, look
they're
at
like,
this!"
whoa, look at that!
Yeah, right.
Right.
So I think there's something to be said about that, and like early on, and when I was kind of getting in, I was kind of at the tail end, and I'm sure you guys too. I was sort of on that tail end of that like codom craze where we stacked so many codoms together that. You remember Curly's old videos?
Yep, that's it.
Cedar, granite, this is, and it was like white at some point. We were like, oh, we put all this stuff.
You took too hard.
It's too much. And I think now we're gonna go back to like the reason this combo is valuable or expensive is because it's got these specific genes in that order. It's doesn't have the one that washes it out. It doesn't have that. It's like this is the combo you want to move forward with. And
Are you looking for like as an adult phase? Is that what you're kind of looking at too? Is when you're making your babies? Are you trying to see what kind of an adult it'll make?
For sure, for sure. I mean, at some point we have to admit, like, we sell babies, right?
Oh, absolutely,
So,
absolutely. But I don't.
but
My personal thing is, like I told you, I'm a janitor, right?
right.
So I want to open my tub and see something that says, "Oh my God, look at that!" Instead of, "Oh, is that a piece of shit or is that the snake?"
Yeah.
You know,
I've heard so many double heads that I'm over that. I'm over the whole like
Yep.
just
Normals
yeah,
and
yeah. I don't want to
Normals,
raise a brown
pastels.
snake anymore. I just want to raise
Huh.
like pretty stuff
Yep.
and you breed cool shit to cool shit, and you
Yep.
make cool shit. You know, so
Yep.
um,
That's the true ghost for me, man. That blue gray as an adult. Oh man.
oh, dude,
Yeah.
there's lots of stuff that's super
Oh.
pretty like that too, and
Yep.
that's a gene.
All
That's
my
another
hypo
combo
stuff.
that's like like not over, underrated.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
there's so much stuff out there that's like gorgeous to look at,
Yep.
and
that's why
to be
hypo
honest,
is so easy to work with. Like you could buy a Cosmos and then buy 10 adult breeding ready hypo combos for nothing and breed the Cosmos to them and make hypo Cosmos combos and get all the combos going. Like hypo's so versatile and easy to work with and easy
Yeah.
to find. Easy to find the next step because everyone thinks they're worthless until you make it and
Right.
go, oh, that's what we got to do.
Yep.
And that's partly why I got into it.
I just hatched my first hypo clown today, or while I was gone, but
Yeah.
it's nuts. It's
I
nuts.
like
looking.
hypo clowns. They got overlooked when DG clowns
Yeah,
started coming
Yeah,
out.
they did.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yep.
Yeah. I've been making some hypo stuff this year. Actually, it might be the most gene I'm making the most of this year is hypo combos.
Yep.
Barry's been in my ear like, get hypo, get hypo, get hypo.
Yeah,
All right. But yeah, like I those super pretty snakes are the first ones to sell.
Yep.
Outside of like the uber like project snakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, like a Cosmos. Don't get me wrong, Cosmos is a cool gene, and I'd like to work with it. But if you put a Cosmos on the table or a Super Orange Dream Calico Hypo, I can buy
exactly.
10 Super OD Calico Hypos for the price of a Cosmos.
Right.
But to
But it's
raise
prettier.
and look at for 3
Yeah.
years and I mean, to me, I know what I'm picking.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're talking a
Say
Super
I
Orange Dream guy here, so I
Yeah.
choose a Super
Yeah, or
Orange
even
Dream
like
over anything.
like white lace combos or
Just
like
the
intricate
orange in
patterns
general.
stuff. Yeah, there's lots of stuff that I think is really overlooked just because it's not recessive.
Correct.
Gonna go through a deconstruction phase.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man, to see for the longest time, man, the industry goes one way and I kind of like watch everybody go in that same direction. I'm kind of like, I should probably pivot
It's
and
pivot
start
time.
something
Yeah, you should
new.
probably go a
I
different
should
direction.
probably go down a different road while everybody's doing that.
That's honestly why I don't have
Everybody-
any clowns. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be how many breeders that don't have any clowns? Like I had to
None,
make a
you?
decision. I had to make a decision like 4 years ago because my room is so small. I'm like, he's making Pompeii's and I'm looking at my collection and I'm like, there's no way I can keep up in this room with that. My whole thing would have to be
No.
clowns. And I had already started puzzle and a couple other things. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of these and concentrate on this stuff. And it worked out well for me.
Honest to God, I think that's something that a lot of people should be doing. If you're going to run a small 20, 30 clutch collection, like hyper focus, be the master of one instead of because look at Barry, you're a perfect example of this. You have taken hypo puzzle, put it on your back and run with it. When someone says, where do I get a hypo puzzle? There's one answer, really. It's you. Like call Barry.
And I'm not
He's the
like
hypo
mass
puzzle
producing
guy.
them like Justin.
Right.
Or nothing,
But if you had have said I'm gonna do Ultramel Clown and Hypo Puzzle and DG Puzzle and a Xanthic Clown and this, you'd only be making like small steps in each one. But because you're able to do 10 or 15 or 20 clutches of Hypo Puzzle, you make big steps in that project each year, and it shows.
It's kind of rewarding too. Like I only have one shot at like each thing every year. So when I actually hit something I'm going for, it's like a big deal, And sometimes I price it accordingly. And when somebody doesn't like the price, why do you want to charge that much? And be like, well, I missed it last year and I hit it this year and I had to make the parents, and it took me 5 years to make it. So
Yeah.
You go make it.
that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't like the
wouldn't-
price,
you
you
wouldn't-
make it.
Or
wouldn't
go
message
buy.
me if you didn't want it, right? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah,
You go buy
So
the
I'm-
ingredients and wait the 5 years.
Yeah,
I'm trying to hold that. I try to
Time
hold
and
that
money. Which
stuff
one
at
you want
a
to spend?
yeah. I try to hold that at a higher level, you know, and just kind of. I've had to come up with my own prices a lot of times. Like I was the first one to make the orange dream hypo puzzle. Well, no, somebody in Europe did, but like, you know, when I had 3 or 4 to sell, I'm like, I don't know what to charge for these. I had to come up with the price. And then,
Right.
you know, every year I just have to go, I don't know. To me, it's going to cost you this much to get it.
Yep.
yeah.
I mean,
And I mean, like, look at the hypo puzzles you're making. It shows, you know, like,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else is making hypo puzzles like you are.
Nope.
well,
Is there?
I appreciate that, guys.
Yep.
Okay,
I said I had to
buttering
grab
up-
something
enough
from a chair,
buttering
man,
up,
so-
Barry. Enough
Yeah.
buttering
I
up.
know it's a
Well,
sponsor and shit.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. Kiddinger's on my heels because who do you think bought up a bunch of them one of those years?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
fair enough,
right.
fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jason's got some nice stuff too, man.
So really
Yeah.
nice
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah.
Jason's
Yeah.
a sleeper, dude. Like
Yeah.
he's, nobody knows what he has, and he has a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
They got a
I'm
bunch of
gonna
dope
start
stuff.
making some more incomplete dominant type animals, and maybe just some stuff I'm not even breeding for the het that's on it. I have
Right.
het
Yeah.
clown females that I'm like, I just like the genes that are in her. I don't care about the het clown part. I'm just using her. You know?
That's
Exactly.
That's what I've done with mine, man. I did all my puzzle stuff. I did like 30 different combinations in it, and I just made hets for them all. And now I'm just going through and making the visuals and then holding those visuals back and carrying it on. Because when it's my time, it'll be my time. I'm just at that point, I'm just riding and doing what I enjoy doing.
Hell yeah.
Well, when you got about 20 Xanthic puzzles for sale on your table, you're gonna be clearing house.
I have one right now, but not 20. Maybe
It's
in
coming,
a few
though.
years. Yeah, oh, dude, for
Yeah.
sure, it's coming. I got 2 visual girls ready to go next year, so
Oh,
I'll see what
nice.
kind of stuff I can do.
And,
So
and I'm gonna be standing there 2 rows from you in Tinley, you know, and everyone's gonna be
Yeah.
going, "You got any Xanthic puzzles or True Ghost
Yeah.
puzzles?" No, you're gonna have to go see
Nobody
Kevin.
will want nobody will want hypo puzzle anymore. And just nope,
Yeah.
it's a Xanthic
Yeah.
puzzle now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll take it, man, because I've line bred the shit out of them. It'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's work, man. You put work in, and
It does.
if you do it right, it pays off at some point, you know.
Oh, it's
And I
gonna
will,
pay off.
hopefully.
It's gonna pay off in a big way.
And
I mean, we know
like,
Xanthic works in hypo and DG, so like it's a staple moving forward, right? Like it's
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
No,
And all
it's one of those things. You kind of get beat down a little bit, you know, because it doesn't happen whenever you think it should. But man, at the end of the day, I'm looking at these animals that I want, so I'm tickled. So I can't get mad. I'll just sit back and enjoy what I'm doing. Because like we've all said, at the end of the day, we'll still be doing it. So I mean, it's kind of how I look at it.
You should be pairing for things that you want, not just pairing
Oh.
for shit to sell.
Oh, absolutely! I can't wait to
Yeah.
see some of the shit I produce.
every
And,
client.
Kind of
and
like the
I aim
the
for whole
byproduct
lab.
should be the misses.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all these people who bought in at 2020 and they're already jumping out because the market and this, and I'm not, you know, it's like, look, dude, we every project I've started took at least 5 years to even
Right.
get anywhere, and it doesn't mean it sells right away. You have to put work
Right.
into it. You have to get to
And
it. I mean,
This market
it's
is
not-
full of peaks and valleys.
It's
too,
definitely
right?
not
Yeah.
instant gratification.
I kind of feel like it takes you a little while to really grasp what you want to do, anyways.
Oh, it
Yeah,
does.
definitely.
Within the hobby, you know, which genes or projects you really want to settle on. I feel like that even takes probably a couple years.
Yeah,
Right,
like,
'cause you're gonna
You'll
especially like
pivot at
shit
any
is-
time.
shit that like
Yeah.
you like to like, because a lot of times you be influenced by stuff that people who you look up to when you first get in, and kind of what
Yes.
they're doing and what they like, and so you kind of align with some of that stuff. And then as you spend more time in and you start working with stuff yourself, producing stuff yourself, seeing what different genes do, then you start developing like your own taste for it. And I feel like that's
Yeah.
what you should be breeding for,
Right.
As
Right.
opposed to breeding to
100%.
chase what everybody else doing, or
Yeah, you
just to make
don't-
money and all that kind of shit. 'cause
Yes.
that's
You
not what
don't
you're doing.
follow, you build off of what they did. You go, that's
Exactly.
really cool. I think I
Yeah.
could do something else with that. But you don't just follow. If you follow,
No.
you're just always gonna be following.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's
Yeah,
peaks
it's just-
and valleys in the way that the market too, right? Like in 2015, 16, we were kind of at a
Oh,
low
yeah.
point, and then
Oh,
I got out.
rode-
I got out in 15 for about 3 months.
Yeah. And I just find it kind of funny that like some people got in at the high, then rode down, and were like, nope, I'm not gonna wait for the next, because
Yeah,
it happens.
why not?
And
It's stock market, man. Same thing.
right?
You know what?
Like,
You know what's funny though is I got out at the end of 14, and I had like 1.3 OD combos, and no one wanted to pay for those. So I made supers that year, and between the money of selling all the codoms and stuff I had before and those supers was how I had money to invest in the puzzle and stuff. So sometimes you just have to clean house and
Restart over.
start over with the direction you want to go.
Well, that's kind of what I'm doing with this year, and I guess next year if the market's the same way. This was the first year that I had like 90% of the animals that I bred I actually made. So it wasn't like I went and bought the animals and things of that. It was all stuff that I actually started producing myself. So I'm looking at what is the vision that I'm actually seeing, and I'm starting to see it. So I'm really tickled about where I'm going. But it's the simple fact of if I'm not going to make the money that I want to make from that animal, then I'm just going to hold it back and look at it. And then whenever the money for that animal will be right, I can have multiple babies I can sell at the same time instead of just the one.
Yeah.
every single clutch this year so far, that will change here shortly, but every single clutch this year so far, I've made the male and the female.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm in that boat now too, man. It's very rewarding when
And it's
80% of
awesome.
your
It's
collection
very-
is shit you made.
Yeah,
Yep.
all of it.
Cool.
It's like, yeah,
I'm breeding males I made. I'm still waiting to get to the female part.
Right?
Oh yeah.
You get there.
You get there. For
You
sure.
get there.
Sure.
Wait till you've made the parents that make the hets and then make the visuals of
The
those
grandparents.
hets. Yeah.
Right.
I got
Like
Granny
eight
over here.
generations in. Yeah.
I will say though, it feels good breeding a snake you produced.
It does.
Yeah.
That's a great feeling.
So far, I've
there's
only
snakes that
produced a
when
clutch
you
with a male I produce. I
you
got
see 'em
2
on
girls
eggs.
that'll probably go this year though.
And you
Yeah.
remember
Man, when
like,
you get that first one, it's
hatching on your
100% yours.
hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
That's but you get to
And-
this point where you've produced 80-90% of your collection, and now their collection really starts to take shape and like go the
Yep.
direction that you wanted it to go. And
Right. Then I
Yeah,
get to dump all stuff, and that's what I'm going to get ready to do. But I mean, that's what we got to do. We got to move on.
And you're
Yeah.
your own best customer. So
Yeah.
and you get first dibs. You don't get first dibs with anyone else. So it's always great to be like, nope, that ain't going nowhere.
No, I'm my own worst customer, man. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's the hard part is I've had years where I hoard everything and then I don't make any money. And then I've had years where I sell everything and I make money, but now I don't have shit to progress for next year. So
Yep.
you have to find a nice balance, and it just depends what's going on in your life and what you need to do or not do. But I've learned some lessons of I shouldn't have sold that,
I've
Right.
always prioritized the future over money, and I'm
That's it.
still waiting for it to happen.
Hey, Will, I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, dude. It's like, but I love it, man. It's fun. So
Yep.
it's,
And don't bring it to a show if you don't want to sell it, because somebody will try to offer you money for it. I really
I
had
know.
to fight
I
off
know.
some people on one animal this year.
Oh, hell, I've had to fight you off a couple times, bro.
Yeah.
Damn sugar puzzle. You came over like, are you sure? I'm like, I'm
Yep.
positive. This
Yep.
thing's coming home with me.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well, dudes, we done pulled up on a couple hours here now. So we'll wrap it up for the night. I know, Will, you've been up basically all day.
Yeah, I'm like past tired at this point. I'm just like,
Yeah.
The next
got
level,
second,
like
third win.
whatever the next level is, that's
Yeah.
where I'm at.
transcendent.
Delirious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming on, man. It's been a blast. Amazing show, man. Lots of good information. Definitely have to get
Thanks, man.
everybody back on the show at some point.
Oh yeah.
Best say, let me know. I'm here.
For sure,
That was good time with all you guys, and
Oh, yeah,
I love when we all.
I
get to hang
personally
out,
learned a
Finley
lot.
and whatnot. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Who-
definitely
who-
personally learned a lot tonight, so I appreciate you guys very much.
Well, I hope I had something useful to say.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You
And
guys
Kev,
are,
you're Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
Who else is in Arkansas?
There's a few, but I'm not too sure. Too many. I know. I think
Dave
maybe
Levine?
3.
Dave Levine's out. Dave Levine. Natural
Is he?
State Exotic. He's Arkansas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he Arkansas.
Is he?
Top corner.
Missouri for some reason.
No,
Yeah,
bottom top.
I didn't know he was in Arkansas for some reason. I don't know why I did know that.
Are you guys all planning on going?
Am I froze?
You
Nope.
froze
Yeah,
up.
it froze up
It
real
froze
quick.
for a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was saying, are you
Are
guys
we-
going to you guys are going to Tinley this year? Obviously, you guys
Yeah.
will be at Tinley.
Yeah.
What about
I won't be at
Sear
Tinley.
and
I'll be
here
there
in
though. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I
I
won't-
won't be at Tinley either. I just got too much going on in the next month.
Yeah.
But
No, I'll be in Tinley. I haven't got a chance to see if I can vend Bob's show yet. Whenever I could try to get in there the first year, dude, I got hit with lightning last year. So I got hit with 20 feet away from my snake building. I got a tree just got derooted completely by the lightning strike, and it threw my entire season off last year. So you talk about, I had 19 clutches last year. Typically, I did about 50 to 70. Tells you kind of how much of a hit it gave me last year. All my girls after June 3rd, after that happened, everybody who was either going, they reabsorbed. If they're at that point, they could reabsorb, or if they were already at that point too far away, they slugged out every single animal after that. So it just, dude, it was a train
We've
wreck.
all had those years, man.
Yeah, didn't lose nothing, so I'm grateful. So I just kind of skipped a
That's
year
good.
and just kind of moved on, you know.
Yeah, this
Slug
year's
years
been
are the worst.
real shitty for me. Like I'm not. Like I was looking the other day. I think like 10 or 12 of my most anticipated clutches, girls didn't go because I think it's because we moved the stuff in like fall 2023. Didn't really have no impact in 2023. In 2024, like a lot of my stuff shifted and went later. And then this year, like I'm just like not getting the clutches. And I think part of it is the move. And then also I went on top of it like I was with the ultrasounding and kind of like watching for changes because I had so much other stuff going on. So I just like really took a hit on some of my best clutches this year. Like I'm still having some production and I've been having production like for over the last year. But it was just like one, I got one clutch in the incubator right now, and I usually have a full incubator.
Well, you'll be all right. Just moving the first year breeding, usually moving will screw that up. But
you'll be fine next year.
I got a lot of young girls that are like they'll be their 3-year-olds now, probably 50 or 60 of those that are like ready.
But they're ready with your temperature and climate.
I know,
stuff.
those
so
fuck
it
off,
may throw you off.
Yeah, when you bring that barometric pressure down a little bit, buddy, you're gonna notice a little difference.
Yeah,
I notice it
I've
because
heard people
Kittinger
say the
moves all the
opposite
time.
too.
It could be the other way though. Yeah,
That everything goes after a move. I've heard both, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yes, I am moving to the States. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
so
I
won't be
moved,
at
but I didn't go
Tinley.
far.
Won't be at Tinley because that's right around the time I'll be moving. But if you guys are gonna be at Sear, Barry, I'm sure I'll see you before then. But yeah, man, I'm excited.
Yep. We're all glad you're coming down, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Huge change, but
I want to see Will with animals, not just Will drinking, running around town,
walking around
talking shit.
I want to see you struggle too, buddy. Let's see what's up.
Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. There's plenty of that, man.
I want to hear your take on the heat. I want to hear your take on the heat after the first summer.
Yeah,
dude, first summer is gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're coming at a good time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
like,
thin that
ease
blood.
into it. Yeah, I get to ease into it. Winter will feel like nothing, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You're gonna be at the
July,
beach in sandals and socks and
Shorts. Yeah. Tank top. Yeah.
Daytona in August is real.
Yeah, I bet, man. I bet. The humidity is what I hear is like crazy.
Oh, it's still
Oh, it's like
miserable
being
down
in an
here,
incubator.
man.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
still
being
miserable
it's like sitting in a tub of water in the incubator.
Hey, no joke. My snake room's in the garage and it's insulated and everything. But at certain times in the summer, it got so hot, I just turned off the incubator and opened the door in there. It would get to 89 or 90 degrees in the snake room. So I was just like, fuck, I'm just turning it off.
Yeah.
If my snake room went to 90 degrees, I'd have a fucking panic attack.
Freaking
out, dude. Yeah, I would be freaking out.
I'm all ambient, man, and I just go with the flow of the natural shit here, you know.
We have the opposite problem. You guys get hot, we get cold. And we had an ice storm this winter that knocked out our power for like 5 days.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I
remember
had heaters going in the room, the generator going. I was like 2 buildings, and I'm running back and forth, making sure the generators are going and filling them up at 3 in the friggin' morning. Like it was just and it was cold. Like it was
Yeah,
very
That was
cold.
awful. I've seen the
we
pictures.
were
That was
like-
awful.
Yeah, I remember that. That
Yeah.
was
Oh,
nuts.
dude, everything was coated in ice. Everything.
Mm.
Everything. The morning of I woke up and there's a big huge branch out over my driveway, and I was able to drive my truck like under it. And it's like a maple tree where like the limb is like
Yeah.
huge around. And I drove out to go see what the hell was going on. I grabbed a chainsaw. I had to like cut trees up and push them off the road just to move the truck forward. And when I got back to come home, that limb was flat on my driveway, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, I'm glad I wasn't underneath that.
Yeah,
It would have
exactly.
fell, man. Like, it would have flattened the vehicle. But yeah. Anyway, probably won't have to deal with that in Georgia.
No.
No.
Hurricanes. You just got to get excited for hurricanes.
Yeah.
So do you like
You
you get hit like hard with those, or like I know Florida
No.
for sure, but we're
Florida for sure. Georgia.
Yeah, but
Usually,
I'm in Central
once they
Florida,
start
so-
hitting land, they start breaking up pretty
So
decent.
it's like just a
Yeah.
really good like rain.
Rain and
supposed-
possibly tornadoes. Just depends on which
Yeah.
side of the storm you're on.
Yeah, tornadoes could be a problem. Yeah.
Trees
Yeah.
fall down and roof shingles fly off most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
We're conditioned to hurricanes here.
Yeah.
yeah, we're conditioned to 4 feet of snow.
Blizzards.
You know. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I'm sure it'll be fine. We're
Yeah. You're like
Anyway, appreciate everything. Thanks for having me on, Mike and Barry and Kevin and Brian, and excited to be down there with all you guys. And we'll
Yeah.
Glad to have you, man.
Send me a
Yeah,
box.
we'll
of
catch
puzzles,
up
yeah?
soon.
Yeah.
sure,
Send you a
for
box
sure.
of puzzles.
Yeah,
Get you some gifts.
housewarming gift, bud. Yeah,
Housewarming
There you
gift.
go.
Yeah. I'll think about it.
little easier to get your animals now.
much easier. You're gonna have them next day. Next
Yeah.
day.
more
And I'm
access
excited
to
for
shed
buying
testing.
animals, too,
Yeah,
so
I
get
think
them next day.
I think I had to
That's-
sit
that'd be
on an
cheaper for
animal for you for like a year almost.
Dude, all winter. Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
that Tinley, right? October Tinley, and we couldn't
Yeah.
get it out till like April. That's how I operate. Like I hatch animals in November and sell them knowing I can't ship them till April. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
that
just
sucks. It feels so much better to get rid of them right away. Once they
for sure.
I mean,
I don't want to feed them for 6 months. Like,
I was gonna say
Exactly.
it's good for the buyer.
Right.
well, yeah, everyone gets their animals and they're 400 grams already, but like it's it's I'm excited to just be there, be able to ship, be part of the market.
Yeah.
Be able to
I
vend
bet.
shows, see everybody more often than I do.
Yeah.
Just it's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
Pretty soon we'll all just be going. Will's taking all the business.
These goddamn Canadians, yeah. No, I don't think you have to worry about that, dude.
There's enough for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, plenty.
Cool. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all coming on. That's gonna do it for tonight. Big shout out to the replay game. Make sure when y'all come through, y'all leave a comment, hashtag replay game. Let us know what you thought about the show, man. Big shout out to the audio only gang. But that's gonna do it for tonight for Clutch Conversations. I'm Mike. This is the illustrious panel. The lovely lady behind the scenes is Takar. Thank y'all for coming out. Be blessed. Peace.
Thanks, guys.